honestly, I would almost say that I feel a little bit guilt here. Whoa, what the fuck is that?
It's Tony messing with this thing.
Oh, okay, I thought that was me doing that.
I'm going to go ahead and do this.
I'm just going to mute myself.
Yeah.
Okay, because I touched the wire for my microphone the same time that happened, so I
touched
thought I was...
this on my headphones.
Take your headphones off really quick, just so it doesn't blast your ears. Okay.
Blast me good, fam.
All I was trying to do is loosen it to
Ass
turn the
blaster?
mic.
Yeah, but you were moving the cable of the mic.
Bigger than the
that shouldn't be
bulldozer.
that loose, but
Bigger
sure.
than the ass blaster.
Oh.
The ass dozer.
Waterboy? Was that Waterboy?
What? No.
Sorry, folks. We're currently experimenting some technological differences.
I don't remember what that's from.
It's from Idiocracy.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Welcome to
Idiocracy.
Costco. I love you. Welcome to Costco. I love you.
You mean the documentary?
Yeah. The
It pretty much
fortune
is,
telling.
unfortunately.
The fortune telling.
We're getting close,
Hello,
guys.
testing. 1, 2, check. Okay.
Testing 1, 2. Is this the level you want, Tony?
Yeah, looks good.
Looks good.
Coffee, bean, and tea.
Double checking, is this
owned
good for
by
me?
the Jews.
But what if we all talk at once really loudly?
It's episode 36, and it is Friday, April 13th.
Friday the 13th.
And this,
Dang.
the Control Salt Delete. I almost forgot the name of the podcast again. Control Salt Delete podcast.
How many episodes has it been now?
You just said it.
36.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
so
since we've changed our name. I think we changed it on 20?
somewhere around there, in the 20s. I want to say.
So
I don't know. I would say look into the feed if you want to go back and listen to our stuff.
Who are you talking to? It's
Our
just us
listeners.
here.
The viewers.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right. We haven't tabled that yet.
well. Anyway, this is your host, Peter Park speaking. Peter Park speaking. I know my own name. I don't know what's going on with my lips
Redacted.
right now. It's bad. Can we just fix this in post? Yeah.
Nope.
We have here with us another special guest that we had back before.
A repeat special
I kind
guest.
of made it sound like we had like a different special guest. No, it's the same special guest. Jake Cohen. How you doing?
Yo.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
Thanks for gracing us with your presence again.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, cool. We have Matt again, I guess. It's Matt.
I guess.
You know.
Not so special, not really a guest person. Yeah.
Whose house are we in?
I think this is Calcifer's house.
Get out.
Yeah. You know, Calcifer
Probably.
is. I like that guy.
Yeah, your cat is quite welcoming, unlike you. So
Wow.
Well, at this point, you're right, because get out.
God damn it. All right, guys, enjoy the podcast. I'm gonna go, and then last up we have Tony Brattoli.
Hello.
How's it going? Sorry,
going.
it kind of took a minute or two to get to you, but we did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
AKA Grr.
Yes.
What?
I was known as Gur at one
Tony,
point.
AKA Grr.
G-I-R, Gur?
Wait, can
Like-
you explain how?
Yeah, like the tiger, Tony the tiger.
Yeah, our friend Max would call me
Oh.
Tiger, and then his
And then it
sister
just-
would call me Gur, and then from
Hey,
then on they just all called me
Gur.
Gur, including Jake.
I was thinking of the character from Invader Zim.
That's what I was thinking, too.
Yeah.
It's okay. If it makes you feel any better, they all just go, "Hey, Jacob." So
In that exact tone?
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
pretty much.
the tone.
That kind of sounds like
Is your full name actually Jacob?
Yeah.
Okay, because sometimes I'm starting to wonder if people ever just name their children like the shorthand of the name. Now, do you know what I mean?
Oh, like Tim?
Yeah.
Like
I knew a
your
guy
name
named
Timothy?
Jake.
No, it's Tim.
That was his name. His name wasn't Jacob. His name was just
okay, so
Jake.
that's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
like
'cause-
Tony.
I mean, I'm Anthony, but
because I don't think I've
Nobody
ever met
calls me
a
that.
Pete yet.
I thought it was Gur.
oh yeah, you're right.
I know a Pete.
Like just
Just
he's not Peter.
No,
He's
just Pete.
Pete.
I
Just
used
Pete.
to work with a Pete.
What about like a Matt?
That I have not seen.
Okay, because yeah, and like some of these like short versions of names don't make any fucking sense. Like, isn't Bob short for Robert?
Like Dick.
Yeah,
For
Dick,
Richard.
yeah, for Richard.
Yeah, or like anybody named like either Jack is like also John
Oh, is that how that works?
or Edward.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So, I don't
Wouldn't
know.
Edward be shortened to Ed?
Yeah.
Maybe. Wait. My name's Edward, but call me John.
Are we getting trolled?
Like Rob is short for Robert, but Bob isn't short for Bobbert.
Yeah.
I want to name my son Bobbert now. Bobbert Park.
And then you call him Rob.
Yeah. Just call me Rob.
Well,
Just to fuck with him.
there was a dude at my middle school, and his name was Dillbag.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
Dillbag.
Dillbag.
I knew a guy from middle school whose name was Shoe, and spelled S-H-O-E.
Oh no.
But he was Asian, so you'd think it was S-H-U?
Yeah.
No, it was just Shoe, like S-H-O-E.
Like the chin Pokemon.
Chin
Pokemon.
Oh, from South Park.
You gotta buy him. You got to buy him. Chin Pokemon. You remember that?
Dude,
there were like a bunch of them, and they all had weird names, and one of them was just called Shoe. And it was a shoe.
I actually never watched most cable shows. So like South Park, I missed out on.
Dude, Chin
SpongeBob,
Pokemon.
I've never seen a full episode of.
How dare you?
That was the same episode where they were trying to get the kids off of the Chin Pokemon because it was like the Japanese were like trying to hypnotize the kids into like fighting another like world war against like bomb Pearl Harbor again. And so like American scientists were trying to come up with like, you know, better toys. And so one of them was like Alabama Man. Alabama Man. And it was like this guy, and he had a bowling ball and like a beer in his other hand, and you could like smack the wife toy. And they didn't like that one. Oh, God. And then another one was the
Oh my god.
wild, wacky action bike, almost impossible to ride. It was like a bike. It's gonna be really hard to explain for the viewers that aren't watching, but you know, it's like normal bike, but you controlled both the turn of the front wheel and the back wheel with like these little things that like went over your head,
Like
and then
they're
there
like-
was like a middle oval wheel in the middle. So it just shows this kid like slamming up and down, going down a hill.
Sounds like
I
South
really
Park.
feel like I missed out a lot.
you really
the
gotta
only
watch that
the only bit of South Park I ever watched was the movie. So
It's a good movie.
yeah, you know, shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker. That's a classic.
And the other song, it's
Bla-
easy, good.
Oh, I was thinking Blame Canada. That's also.
Step one instead of assay buns, like lick my buns or your buns whole.
Oh, that's so.
Step two instead of shit say poo, as bowl poo poo is bowl poo poo and his poo is cold.
Oh, Terrence and Phillip.
God, I wish I just remembered old movie song and anthems. Like the only ones that really come to mind are like, you know, the Disney ones that are bashed over your head like a million fucking times.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that depends how many kids are in your life.
dude, I gotta say, I don't like Finding Nemo just because of the sheer quantity of times I've seen that fucking movie. Like,
What?
have you seen those Disney brackets on like Twitter or anything? Like they set up like a multi bracket
Yeah,
to
you
determine.
talked about it last week.
Oh yeah. So like I
4
had
weeks
to.
ago,
Or a lot of
like
weeks
month
ago.
Yeah.
Oh, were you there when we talked about
No,
that?
but I remember listening to it.
Oh God. Okay.
Someone said that Cars 3 was better than Coco.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
That's a fucking travesty. Oh God, my ear just went weird all of a sudden.
I haven't seen like a single Disney Pixar movie since. Oh man, it's been a long time. Haven't seen any of the Cars movies.
Have you seen Up?
Yeah,
Okay,
I think that maybe that was the last one.
the last one. Maybe. Wait, is Wally?
All right, I'm doing the
Before
bracket
Up?
now.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I did see the
Wally came out in high school.
Wally was strange.
I feel like there's like
Wall-E
a
was
period of
great.
time where I didn't watch Disney Pixar films. Like I didn't watch Good Dinosaur, and
That's
I did,
also good.
and I didn't watch Brave. I heard those both are bad actually.
That is false.
Well, I definitely didn't see Coco, and I didn't see Moana. I think Toy Story 3 was like the last one I saw of Pixar.
Okay.
Unless Up came out sometime before that or after that. I mean,
I think Coco's
Up,
real
Up
good.
was before Toy Story 3.
I think Coco's real good. Like
Or, wait, was it?
maybe I'm biased because I was watching it during a very emotionally turbulent time of my life, but like that movie made me cry like no other. It was insane.
Up.
No, Coco.
Up
Coco.
too.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, Coco.
No, Coco destroyed
the
me
beginning
way
of
more.
Up just sets you up like, God, why you gotta do
Yeah.
that right at the beginning?
First 5 minutes, someone's
It's like, hey, it's
really
happy.
and then
Oh,
they're dead.
God.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
Well, they're not only are they dead, but they had
been
a
out for, like-
miscarriage.
Actually, okay.
Didn't have their kid, and now they're super depressed. Oh, they're getting happy again.
Wait,
she's fucking
Wait, did
dead.
she have
It's
a
like,
miscarriage, or did they actually?
Yeah, they had a miscarriage.
Okay, I thought it was implied that she was infertile, like they couldn't have a kid.
Because she was pregnant.
Was she pregnant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then it was just like,
didn't work out.
it just makes it 10 times worse at that point.
it makes my just shows I can't remember fine details of anything anymore. So yeah, well, how's your week, guys? How's Jake? How's your week?
My week was
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
It's very
Do
interesting.
tell. Or don't.
Well, since it's Friday, I'll start with last weekend.
Okay.
Do it.
I went to one of those Korean bathhouses.
Oh, you went to a chimchirbang?
I went to maybe Chimchingbang.
Is it the one where they let you?
It was called We Spa. It's in K-Town somewhere.
Do they have that service available where they do like a deep scrub of your body and get all the dead
Maybe
skin off?
they had a bunch of different services that you could pay for, but I just paid for entrance, which was like $25, and it's open 24 hours, which is nuts.
Yeah, the most of them are in Korea at least.
Yeah. So I walked in, I paid $25. They hand me like a wristband, which opens like my locker, and a t-shirt. And that's it. No shorts, no robe, just a t-shirt, no slippers. So I walk into the locker room like, what, am I supposed to just wear the t-shirt? And like within 30 seconds of being in the locker room, I am just knee deep in just dicks. Because there's like 4 floors, right? There's like the men's only floor, which is where the locker room is, and there's a bunch of other shit. I'll get into that. And there's a women's only floor, and then there's like the 3rd floor, which is where there's all these like saunas. There's like a bunch of dry saunas, and there's a cold room, and there's like people are just like fucking napping and laying around reading books. There's people on the internet. There's like a little restaurant.
Yeah.
And then there was like a roof floor. There were other rooms that you could go into that were like if you wanted to pay for a massage or facial or the acupressure, stuff like that. But just so many dongs. Like, I was not ready for that. And I looked at my buddy and I was like, hey, is it rude if I don't look at all the dicks? And he was like, I've looked at every single one of them.
But why? Why did
That
they
doesn't really
look at
answer
every
the
single
question,
one?
though. But
His jaw was like dropped. He was just like staring at it.
was he Asian or no?
No.
Okay, so he wasn't familiar with
none of us were. Anyways, I was like, where do I get shorts? So it turned out I had to go back to the front desk, so I had to put all my clothes back on, go over there. I'm like, hey, you only gave me a t-shirt. And they're like, oh, you want slippers? I'm like, yeah. Yeah, and some shorts would be nice. So I put on
Just
shorts
slippers.
and the shirt and the robe, and then I'm like, this is kind of weird. There's all these naked dudes everywhere, and I'm putting on a lot of clothes here. Turns out you needed the clothes to lay in the saunas and stuff, but that was super relaxing. I was not expecting to have as good of a time as I did. We were there like 4 hours. We just laid in all the saunas, and
Saunas are. I like saunas.
yeah, there were a bunch of them. One of them was really cool. Like the floor was covered, like probably like I don't know, like halfway up my calf. That's how deep it went. It was like all these like clay balls, and you just like get in there and then lay down on top of all the clay balls, which I don't know. It was really relaxing. And then after that, we were just like hanging out in like the little lounge area. It's just a bunch of people just laying down on mats. Like half the people there are just sleeping, napping all day.
That's so crazy because that is like so 100% accurate to like the spa experience I had in actual Korea, where like you go in, you pay for the entrance fee. As soon as you walk into the locker, it's just Dong City.
Yeah.
But in Korea, it's a bunch of Korean men, so like no one trims their pubic hair, so it's just full on sproutage.
Yeah.
And like I was like in high school or
It's
something
like
at the time.
Fortnite with all these bushes.
Yeah, no, seriously, tons of bushes, and like just the amount of people in there was like kind of surprising to me. And like as I was stripping,
Taking notes.
oh sorry, I was like I thought you were pointing at something. Anyway,
I was.
as I was
getting a look.
as I was disrobing, I think there's a word. As I was disrobing, I was like very shy about it, and then it made the other Korean people actually like look at me more because they were like, "Why is this guy so fucking nervous?" Like, because like you don't want to be a guy.
They could sense that energy.
Yeah, they could sense like the fear in me or something. Because like if you're around, if you see someone that's like visibly nervous, like it makes you nervous too, I guess.
Right.
So yeah, everyone was just staring at me, which making me more nervous and like way less likely to disrobe. But eventually I did. I went in, and then like you said, it was like a super relaxing experience. They had multiple different services. I ended up actually getting the full body scrub thing. So there's this short little man in shorts and t-shirt. Or no, he had no t-shirt. It was like he was literally wearing like a Speedo, and then he just scrubbed my whole body like fucking clean. Like I was like a baby, like a newborn baby. My skin was so fresh again. But yeah, I mean, he scrubbed everything, and I mean everything.
Right, yeah.
So
He got in there. He got
in
in
deep.
there good.
So like, yeah, he fucking scrubbed the shit out of me, and then yeah, I just laid in like the sauna pool thing for a while,
Yeah.
rinsed off a bit, did like the hot bath thing too, and then I went to the shared gender area where it's just like
Yeah.
it's just like open mat area where everyone's just lying down either napping or reading a book or something or on mats and shit. But in the corner there was actually like a little mini PC bang. Like I've never seen this before. They had coin operated computers. So you literally just like put in you literally just put in coins and it'll give you a certain amount of time
To play StarCraft.
to play StarCraft. Literally, I played Brood War with my cousin for like 2 hours.
Damn, I fucking nailed that.
Yeah,
on
you
the head.
100% fucking nailed it on the head. Like, we played Brood War for like 2 hours, and then we took a nap. And then we went to like this little, it was almost like a mini 7-Eleven next to the area where they just sold like snacks and shit, like newspapers, etc. So like, yeah, we just ate like little like spa eggs or whatever they're called. And then like,
Spa eggs. I think they're like hard-boiled eggs, but they boil them in the spa with all the men.
yeah, something
Yeah,
like
they
that.
just put it in the water with you.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Sanitary.
I
It's-
didn't
it's a
actually
joke, it's a
yeah, no. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually use like some aspect of like the natural
Are they
hot
tea
springs.
eggs?
I don't think they're tea eggs.
They're like those
I think they're called sauna eggs.
1,000-year-old
No, they're
eggs.
not. They're not steeped in tea, so they're not tea eggs. It's literally just eggs that have been hard boiled in sauna or like spa water. So not like spa water that's being used by people now, but like yeah. So yeah, that was
Yeah.
it was
So
really
that was-
relaxing. It was really cool.
Yeah, so I basically had the same experience.
Yeah, and you didn't even have to go to Korea.
Saturday.
That's awesome. But
Yeah.
you didn't play Brood War, so
No, but
you
they
missed
did
out
have
a little bit.
computers. I didn't even bother looking.
yeah,
But that was great. I spent $25 and I was there like 4 hours. It was super relaxing.
it's cool.
That's
I
pretty
was,
good.
and
bang for
then
your buck.
afterwards, like, I took a shower, which that was an interesting experience because I was there with like a bunch of buddies, and we're all just like, butt naked.
Wangs out. Yeah.
Yeah, wangs out, trying to figure out how the showers work
Yeah, I
together.
don't even think me, Tony, and Matt have seen each other's wangs yet. Maybe we gotta go to a spa together, right,
yeah,
guys?
yeah. This was a first, and then they just had like endless bathroom amenities that you can use, like shaving cream, like razors, and like hairbrushes that were in like sanitizer things with like blow dryers, toothbrushes, like whatever you
Where was
needed. This is in Koreatown.
Nice.
Yeah, and that was awesome. Had a great time.
That's so cool. Actually,
Would recommend. All right, and then so that was Saturday, and then Sunday.
That was the first day.
That was day one of an awesome week. I don't have things for every day. Don't worry. Sunday was cool. I played music with Tony at a
Church?
Establishment.
an establishment of religion.
This is Church of Scientology. Got it. All right.
The Satanist church, yeah.
A worship band at the Church of Scientology in Hollywood. Anyways, that was super fun. I haven't done that in a while.
What instrument do you play?
I play the drums.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you were always a drummer, right?
Yeah, not always, but
Wait, really?
He was a trombonist for a while too.
yeah, I started on the low brass.
Is that what they call it? The low
Baritone.
brass?
Yeah, euphonium.
It almost sounds like a position in the military, like the low brass.
Yeah, low brass, tuba, baritone, trombone.
Yes.
Not the high brass.
No,
Like
not the high
trumpet.
brass.
Do you play piano at this establishment, Tony?
I do, or
Yeah.
bass.
Is the French horn considered high brass?
I think
No.
French horn's like its own thing.
Yeah,
It's just a horn.
Wait, Matt, didn't you used to play cello, or do you still?
bass.
Bass, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I
Upright.
can, but I'm not going to be good at it.
Plus, you turn a cello sideways
Yeah.
and cello. It's a bass. So
Okay.
that was pretty cool. And
I
then
should rewatch School of Rock.
and then that day I ended up watching Jumanji.
Oh shit!
Terrible,
Rock?
guys.
Wait, is it really?
So bad.
I'm hearing such good things about it though.
No,
Return to the Jungle
it's so bad.
or Welcome to the Jungle, right?
Whatever. The one with The Rock and Kevin.
Out of
Hart.
10 Dwayne Johnsons, how many rocks is it?
Dude, it's so bad. The writing is terrible.
God.
That like, you would think with The Rock and Kevin Hart there'd be at least a couple jokes that are funny.
Oh, so it's not even
Black.
funny?
No.
Jack Black's in it.
Jack Black's entire character was one joke that you're like, oh, this is going to be the whole movie.
That's unfortunate.
That sucks.
Like a teenage girl stuck in his body, so it's just like the same joke about him
How it's a
being
girl.
like a fat old man, and she's not.
Okay.
That's not who she is.
That sucks.
Yeah,
So is
really, really rough. And
so
it
is Tropic
just
Thunder just a better Jumanji?
Oh, Tropic Thunder beats this like
So-
hands down.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really, really sad.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna watch it probably though, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, good luck.
Yeah.
It was kind of rough to get through. Yeah. And then the only other thing that I did one of the other awesome things I did this week, which I actually did before coming here, was I did an escape room.
Oh shit! Your
Nice.
first one?
Which
or?
one?
No, I've done a bunch. This was probably the coolest one I've ever
Which
done.
company?
Though. It was called Decrypt the Cipher, I think. They just opened up in like Universal City, Studio City. It was near
Yeah.
my work. Really awesome. They clearly spent a lot of money. They had like legit actors involved in various parts of it, and like the entire thing was built like this awesome space station set.
Hmm.
It was the production value was there.
Dude, it looked so cool on the inside, and just the theme was really neat. The puzzles were fun, but it was pretty cheap. It was like $30 a person
Oh wow, that is actually pretty cheap as
for
far
those
as-
escape rooms. Some of them are pricey. Ones in Hollywood, some of them ones in Hollywood are like $60 a person.
Yeah, I think I paid like $50 for one in San Diego, and the production value was, let's say, amateurish at best.
Yeah, I've been to some janky ones that are like you just bought a bunch of locks and keys and some blacklight markers.
No, yeah, that's exactly my experience.
And like there's no theme really that fits here. It's just kind of jank city. This was dope. This was like they put a lot of thought into it.
Nice.
It was super cool.
And
That's
this
pretty
was
cool.
in Studio City, you said?
Yeah, Universal City, Studio City.
Cool.
We should really do a escape room sometime.
I love them. They're so much fun.
Yeah,
I like doing them too. They're
such
really
a-
good.
Yeah.
It's such like it's like such an offbeat, not offbeat. It's like an atypical kind of, but still fun activity to do. You know?
Yeah, they're super fun. I always wonder how those places stay in business because like in order to make money, you have to like have people coming in all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Especially
I feel like these
with
places aren't
yours,
making rent, you know?
because it's like
Like just barely. You got to just be barely scraping.
yours
by.
had like actors and stuff.
No, there was like a tape beforehand that we watched that was like
okay.
the intro, and then I don't want to spoil it.
Well,
but,
have you seen that they put a commercial out for this new one
oh yeah,
where there are it's a horror escape room where
I've
there
done-
are actual actors.
I've done one of those up in Silmar that actually was a horror themed, and we didn't even find out till like halfway through the room that we ended up finding an actor in another room. It was pretty freaky because he was like covered in like blood and gut and stuff.
That reminds me, one of our friends did one in, I think, either Arizona or Texas or something, where like part of the room was that there was a zombie on a chain, right? And the chain got longer the longer you were in the room. And so he would just be like trying to get at you. And if he touched you, you were technically out of the game.
I don't really like that much.
Yeah.
That's not really like a wit thing, is it?
Well,
like-
you have to figure it all out before the chain gets long enough to where he can reach you all.
I
kind of a
see.
thing.
I see.
Yeah.
So that was their version of a time limit, basically.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of neat.
I just can't handle horror shit very well, so I feel like that would.
Most of the ones I've done are not horror themed, and I've done 2 that were, and yeah, people get scared with the horror stuff, but as long as you remember, you paid to be there. Like it's not really scary.
That's true. That's true.
You know.
But like jump scares, I'm like so susceptible to them though. So
Oh,
I'm like
yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
Like I think there was an escape room that wasn't even supposed to be horror themed,
Yeah.
but a door like suddenly unlocked really
it
loudly
just
behind me,
scared
and I was
you.
like, oh fuck, like it like scared the shit out of me, and I was the only one that got scared. So everyone in the room, including a bunch of strangers, started fucking laughing, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh great.
Yeah, I did one that was like had the really creepy element. About halfway through, we ended up opening this lockbox, and inside was a folded up piece of paper, and we unfolded it. It was a picture of everyone that was in the room, like a picture of us from like 10 minutes prior,
That's pretty cool.
which was pretty neat because they were able to sneak that into the room somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was cool.
Interesting.
Anyways, that was my week.
Sweet.
Nice.
Cool. Awesome.
Fun
Matt?
week.
How about you?
Okay. Well, so Saturday, I was hanging out with my girlfriend and we watched the new Wes Anderson movie, Isle of Dogs.
Oh yeah, I hear that's good. Is that the stop motion?
Yeah,
Okay.
the stop motion one, and it was okay.
Oh okay.
Like I felt like, Wes Anderson has a certain style that you either like it or you don't, kind of a thing.
All right. Out of 10 symmetries, how many Wes Andersons do you give this?
I don't know, like a 6 or 7.
That's actually not bad.
Because nothing gets a 10 in my opinion.
If you were to give a movie a 10, what movie would it be?
None of them.
Great answer. What is your favorite movie then?
I don't know. It changes. I feel like
Favorite movie this year?
this year.
That's a fair question.
There hasn't been that many this year.
Just Black Panther.
Yeah, Black Panther's up there. What else has come out this year that's like been good?
Coco?
Was Coco this year? I thought that was last year.
Oh shit! It was
came
last
out,
year.
It came out on Blu-ray.
It was
and stuff this
December.
year.
It was December of last
In
year.
the last
Fuck.
12 months.
Probably Coco.
Probably Coco.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it's a toss up between Coco and Black Panther as well.
I think Coco was still my favorite movie this year.
But yeah, this year there hasn't been too much out. But this
Yeah, I haven't
movie,
seen
like,
anything.
What's the synopsis again?
so the synopsis is there was a outbreak of dog fever, quote unquote, in Japan, and so they exiled all dogs to this isle made of trash, pretty much. And so this kid takes a model plane, builds it up, and goes to try to find his dog. That's the synopsis they give you in the previews.
Okay.
They don't tell you very much else because there is quite a bit of spoilers you can get. But I felt like a lot of the characters, both human and dog, weren't very good.
Like interesting or
Yeah, like,
Those dog actors,
Yeah.
well, they have a lot of big names. They had Bill Murray, they had Jeff Goldblum.
Airbud.
Oh yeah, like Wes Anderson tends to get like a star-studded cast for like every one of his fucking movies.
Yeah.
It's interesting though, because like I would think I would like either the humans or the dogs more, and it just turned out I didn't really like
Either.
any of them. Like most Wes Anderson films, a lot of the characters are they're somewhat deadpan, but they're still like witty or funny.
Yeah, they're like quirky but likable.
Yeah, in this movie, there wasn't a whole lot that I liked about any particular character.
Maybe you weren't supposed to like them.
Yeah, have you
None
thought
of
about
them?
that?
None of the characters.
None of them.
Okay,
Well,
okay.
It's a
Alright.
statement.
The
It's
characters
art.
might have sucked, but how is their stop motion?
The stop motion animation and the puppets and everything was really cool, but the humans, I don't know if this was intentional, but the humans looked weird. Like
Like stylistically?
their teeth were really small and creepy, and like I can tell
Like
that this
Rugrats?
no Rugrats didn't have teeth; they were babies.
No, some of the characters had like weird like gaps between their teeth.
I don't know how to describe it, but like particularly like the main character, the boy main character, like he tried to make faces, and it was really hard to tell if he was like angry, happy, sad, or
you
like
couldn't even read it.
you couldn't read the face very well. And I don't know if the teeth was part of it, but like
That's part of the
It's-
ambiguity of life.
Or the ambiguity of the Japanese
damn,
people.
Wes Anderson's getting deep. But yeah, it's just I don't know, like it was entertaining, but I wouldn't go see it again, kind of a thing. Like it just didn't. Like I've seen other Wes Anderson films and I've liked them. Like
The Grand Budapest.
actually, I haven't seen The Grand Budapest.
That is my favorite Wes Anderson film.
But no, it's the one where the girl runs away and the guy that's a little camper runs away. I forget the name of the movie all of a sudden. Anyways, I've seen other Wes Anderson films and I've liked them. This one, like, like I said, it was enjoyable, but I wouldn't see it again.
Okay.
And yeah, 7-ish.
Grand Budapest. You got to watch it.
Right.
I legitimately really enjoy that movie. So
Will do.
Yeah, it's good.
So that was Saturday.
Actually, let me not hype. It's all right.
Midnight in Paris, was that one of his too?
I don't think that was Wes Anderson.
No, it wasn't. Never mind.
But that was shit. What's that guy's name? I keep forgetting his name.
Owen Wilson.
God damn it! It's the same actor. I forget his name every time.
The one that's in every one of his movies.
Dude.
No, that's Julie. That's we had this conversation last time. It's Jason Schwartzman.
Yeah. We had the same exact conversation. Wow.
But yeah, that was Saturday.
The Royal Tannenbaum, Prada Candy,
The Life Aquatic, I think, is one of his too.
Moonrise Kingdom.
The Moonrise Kingdom.
Moonrise Kingdom. That's
what
the one
you were thinking of.
That's the one.
We had this exact conversation last time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, so let me guess. You played Into the Breach. Tony played Bayonetta more. And,
what?
All right.
Shit, stop
All
it.
right,
We're going to end our
there
whole
we-
segment.
All right, but yeah, that was Saturday. Sunday, I went to a small party / gathering of friends with Tony, and we
Oh, yeah,
basically
that
ate
happened.
pizza and played some board games. We mostly played 2 games, to my knowledge. We played Secret Hitler.
2 games Rubens.
No.
Oh.
But yeah, we played Secret Hitler, which is a hidden roles game. Someone's Hitler. They're trying to be elected chancellor so they can ruin the world.
Just like
Such a
real
fun
life.
game.
Yeah,
It is
I actually
it's
love
really
that game.
fun.
It's like
so good.
Mafia.
Yeah, it's
Just
really
better.
good. So we played that, and then one called Utterly Ridiculous.
Utter nonsense.
Utter nonsense, right? Which literally the whole game is someone draws a couple cards that have different accents on them, and everyone else has cards with random ass phrases on it.
Oh, is this what we played at your mom's place?
Yes.
Okay.
And they tell you, this is the accent you guys gotta do, read a card. And
That could be rough.
it's really
we're all
hard.
terrible.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was
and
awful.
these cards are like Cards Against Humanity style.
yeah.
Phrases on
they're
there.
so bad.
I got to get that game because I tried to play a similar party game with my brother, and he had to do a German accent, and he just couldn't. He just like froze up. He didn't know what to
Yeah.
do, and we're like, "Come on, Zach, you got to do the German accent." And he's like, And me and my buddy John both took German, so we're just like, "All right, let's see what he does. Let's see what he does." He just froze up. He couldn't even do it.
Yeah,
Like
like
I found it at Target for like $15.
Nice.
And like the only thing that everyone can consistently say with an accent was Australian for knifey spoony. Like they, I see you've played knifey spoony before. Like that bullshit from The Simpsons, right? So everyone
okay.
would just say knifey spoony a ton
And our
of
friend
times.
Mike, for any accent, he
Knifey spoony.
it was like, all right, Russian, knifey spoony. All right, here we go.
Knifey spoony.
No, but he would do it
okay.
in Australian. Yeah,
Yeah, knifey
no
spoony.
matter what it was.
Hold on, I must procure radio from trunk.
That's good. You'd probably win.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Russian didn't come up
Bleh.
though.
No,
Rush
Russian.
B.
We got stupid ones like orgasm and
Orgasm.
That's a
Pooping
pooping.
accent. That was
What
something.
accent?
Pooping.
Pooping.
So like you're on the toilet pooping and you're talking at
Oh.
the same time.
That's kind of
So
funny.
basically, everyone acted like they were constipated,
Yeah.
and then one person just had someone else make fart noises as they read.
No,
their
nobody
card.
did that. Nobody did the relax,
relief
like
one?
the relief.
Oh no, they did.
One person did, but everyone else was going constipated.
Yeah. So like that, but while talking.
Yeah, you had to say the phrase and do that.
No, you don't.
You have to.
Spoony.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just like that. I
I'll
forget
be right
who-
back. I need to wipe.
Oh no. But yeah, that was Sunday, and really the rest of the week was just work and this and work. So yeah, not a whole lot else. So move right along to Tony.
Sure.
It looked like you were about to gesture towards me, and then you
Oh, I did the bait and switch, man.
fucking.
Nice.
This
I
way
was
we keep
ready.
the viewers wondering which order we sit in. Are we sitting? Which way are we sitting? Are we sitting in a line? Are we sitting in a round table?
Are we even in the same room together? Like,
Are we going counterclockwise? Or are we going clockwise?
Gotta
Are we
keep 'em
doing a
guessing.
zigzag
Yeah,
pattern?
exactly.
People don't even
The
know.
real
No, that's
answer
true.
is it doesn't matter.
It might to the
Oh.
viewers.
Who's on my right?
definitely.
I don't know. It's on my left. No, he's on third base.
I thought, wait,
Tony?
who's on first?
This is like
This is the weirdest game of baseball I've ever played.
It's like Bruce Almighty. Susan. Anyway, so
Pee pee poo poo.
That's stupid.
Wait, so
part.
Tony, what happened your week?
So same thing on Sunday.
Yes.
The friends hangout game night thingy. Yes.
Go on.
So this was my second week of working from home and going to school. So most of my time has been that.
All right, move right along to Peter.
Yeah, like just so busy, it's impossible to find time to do much of anything. Like I said, I work from home, and my fiance comes home at like 3:30 or 4, and I still have like 2 hours left of work.
What time does she start work?
7.
Oof. Ugh.
Yeah,
She starts at 7, which means she leaves earlier than that, right?
she gets off at 3 usually, 7 to 3.
No. Leaves
Yeah, but
for
she
work.
leaves for
Oh,
work
yeah.
earlier than that.
Yeah,
Well, they go to the gym at what, like 5:30?
4.
4:30. That's right, 4:30. That's an early
We actually
gym
didn't go to the
time.
gym at all this week.
Oh man.
I
Well, yeah,
worked
because you're
out.
doing it at 4:30.
Yeah,
Hey, if you get it into a routine, getting up at 4:30 and going to the gym, you're set for the rest of the day. It's a good thing.
it's not
can
that
be.
terrible. The problem is
The time you sleep.
no, because I go to sleep at like 9. But the problem is I don't start work till 9. So getting up at 4:30 to my brain is like, why the hell are you awake?
Exactly.
You need to get up at. I can get up at 8
Oh man, sounds so relaxing.
and just walk downstairs and
almost
start.
to 4:30.
Yeah.
9 sounds like a vacation compared to 4:30.
Yes, exactly.
4.5 hours.
But if she wants to go with me, that's how it has to work.
Right.
Because she has to go to work early.
What time does your fiance go to bed then?
She's usually asleep between 8:30 and 9, unless we know we're not going to the gym. Then she might push it to 10 and wake up at 6.
Oh, push it to 10.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
What a decision.
That's
Well, see,
crazy.
The true sacrifice.
I have a hard time forcing myself to go to bed before midnight, even though ideally I'd like to.
Yeah, same
Yeah,
here.
right.
I'd like to have like a normal sleep schedule that ends at starts at
I
bed at
want to
11.
be one of those people who like can't sleep past 6, so that I can be like, I can't go out
Right.
tonight. I'm just gonna go to bed at 8 p.m. Like, it sounds nice in my head, but it never ends up happening.
And like I find myself even when I go to bed earlier than I normally do, I just like I'm on my phone reading something.
Doing nothing.
Yeah,
I
and-
laid in bed this morning for an hour on my phone, doing absolutely nothing.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
It's such a waste of time and,
Yeah, I'm just
and
like
life.
rereading Harry Potter on my phone for the like 100th time.
Well, at least you're
which
reading
book?
something.
It's a good book to do it. So
I am currently in the middle of The Prisoner of Azkaban.
Oh, nice.
it's a
I
good
think it's
one.
my
Which
favorite.
number is that
That's the
one?
third one.
3? Okay.
It's my favorite book.
Goblet of Fire is my favorite.
Goblet of Fire is
Did you
really
put your
good, too.
name in the thing, Harry? Except
No.
in the movie, he's yelling and running at the same time.
Yeah.
What was the
Put it in
name?
the fire, Harry.
What was the
Did you
name
put it in
of
the fire?
the fake? What was it? The fake 6th book or the fake 7th book? There was like a
Oh, the
fake
child.
book that was like released in China.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the play?
No.
No,
Based on
that's
the play?
It was a
actually
Harry
by
Potter
J.K.
book,
Rowling.
and someone was
It's
trying
not
to
actually.
I thought
pawn
it
it
was.
off.
No,
as,
it
like-
wasn't written by J.K. Rowling. It was just like approved
But they were
by
trying
J.K.
to
Rowling.
say they were trying to say that it was her book, and they
she
were
said
trying
it
to
wasn't,
sell it,
yeah.
but it was like totally fake. I'm gonna see if I can find it because I remember the name was ridiculous.
All right, well, Tony, what else happened your week? Anything?
What was the best part of your week, Tony?
I got a new audio interface for my PC
That's cool.
because the two that I have are not powerful enough to run the new version of Pro Tools.
Yeah. Well, got to get the tools of the trade, they say. As
Yeah,
they
and
say.
I can add it to my tax return for next
Oh, it's
year.
called The Cursed Child is the play.
Oh,
Yeah, the Cursed
Yeah,
Child's
the
the play.
Cursed Child.
it was Harry Potter and the Leopard Walk Up to Dragon.
Wait, the leopard walk up to dragon.
Wait, so this is sold in China?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm assuming that the translation's kind of lacking some subtlety, but
And the leopard walk up to dragon.
that's my favorite book, actually. That one right there.
Is that just like a riff on Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Our
I
Fantastic
just remember that
Beasts,
came
where to
out,
find them.
and I remember hearing something about it on the news when I was like a child.
That's
Good
great.
times.
That might be a title of our podcast.
Harry Potter, Leopard Walk Up to Dragon.
Oh, no.
Oh, whatever.
That reminds me of middle school, and I would just constantly do like really, really just like exaggerated Asian impressions.
Let's hear some of it.
Yeah.
Hello, like the South Park style impressions.
I'm so lonely.
Yeah. Oh God, Team America 2. God, it's just a treasure trove of
So bad.
like bad impressions. It's great.
On purpose.
And puppet sex.
The Film Actors Guild.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
And real explosions.
Yeah, real ones.
Actual explosions, yeah.
That was an interesting movie.
That was.
There's a lot of movies I need to rewatch, but there's also a lot of movies I just need to watch. So there's just not enough time in
same.
the world.
I haven't watched a single movie that's come out this year.
Neither have I.
Except for Black Panther.
I have not seen Black Panther.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Oh.
Wait,
how'd you
I
know?
thought you said it was your favorite movie this year.
No, he
I
was,
was
suggesting
suggesting to
it
Matt.
for Matt.
Oh, got it. Okay.
You haven't seen anything this year?
I haven't
Nope.
seen anything this
Well,
year
fortunately,
either.
there's only been a couple things.
I've
So-
only seen Black Panther.
Actually, wait.
So.
I watched Heathers, which is a movie from the 80s, but it was recently added to Netflix.
Oh, okay.
That is a very weird movie. Have you seen it?
No.
It's like Mean Girls, but violent.
So, like Meaner Girls.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
It's with Winona Ryder.
Oh, damn,
Ryder,
Winona
okay.
Ryder.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. And what's that guy's name?
The guy from Stranger
Owen
Things.
Wilson.
No. The guy
Wow.
that
Wow.
he was in Mr. Robot.
Oh, that guy.
Oh yeah, that one
Wait,
guy,
the
only
main
guy,
character from Mr. Robot.
His the guy who was like leading in season 1, he was like leading the pack. I don't want to spoil anything about Mr. Robot.
Remember?
Yeah, I only seen a billboard for that show.
Oh, all right.
Oh, Christian Slater.
Christian Slater, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Christian Bale.
As like
Christian
a
Slater.
teen or like early 20s.
Interesting.
Well, anyway, so new audio interface for my PC.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I found I had Pro Tools running on my iMac. Apparently, it's too old to handle it. The newest version. It's weird because it has a terabyte Fusion hard drive and 16 gigs of RAM. Granted, it's an i7 that's, I'm gonna say it's probably 3rd or 4th gen. But for whatever reason, it could have been the limitation of the audio interface too. I had to open a school file and like create certain templates out of it. Like this file is going to be, I'm going to edit the drums. This one's going to be, I'm editing this and that. And I tried to play to hear what the song was in its entirety, and it just got a whole bunch of, yeah, Pro Tools was like, you don't have enough RAM. Like, what the
Maybe
Oh.
10 Cent will make a mobile version that you can run off your
Pro
iPad.
Tools.
Yeah.
That'd be something. I mean,
I'd be impressed.
100 interfaces drop onto an island.
yeah. Well, I mean, there's GarageBand that you can hook up iRig and stuff to. So
Not that I recommend that.
no, that's not great. But
I've had fun with the mobile GarageBand.
yeah, you can do stuff with it,
It's kind of fun.
but it's not.
Yeah.
Maybe on an iPad, because you can edit. You can actually listen to and edit Logic files in GarageBand and then transfer it back to Logic later. So let's say you're on the road or on a plane or something, and you just have an iPad. You can just edit audio and then
Sure.
import it back in.
Sure, why not?
Right
I
back in
wouldn't,
there.
though. But anyway, yeah. So I'm studying in music production. That's my major. So I'm dealing a lot with Pro Tools lately.
Cool.
Even though right now we're recording in Logic.
Well,
But-
that's because this show's sponsored by Logic and not by Pro Tools, right?
It is. You hear that, Apple? You're sponsoring us now.
That would be something.
I think that's how that works, right? You just tell a sponsor to their face that you are sponsoring us now. What are other big sponsors?
What sponsors we want.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it.
Are we talking about just sponsors we want?
Yeah.
Guys, gets Corsair up in there.
Corsair would be
Gets
great.
you some free RAM.
Does Coca-Cola
Hell
have
yeah.
a theme song?
Yeah.
Always Coca-Cola.
Oh shit! I have not heard that one in a fair minute.
Plus, remember, what was that super badass 80s Coke thing with like the Moon Man?
Oh man.
Remember they
There's
took a
so
Michael
many.
Jackson, they took a bit from Michael Jackson?
Oh, with the guy with the
Yeah,
moon
yeah.
head?
Yeah.
Wasn't that
that shit was
McDonald's
so dope.
or Burger King? I thought
That
it
was
a
like-
fast food one.
That was like, yeah, I don't know.
Or was it like a joint venture by McDonald's and Coke or something? I don't remember.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I feel like Coca-Cola doesn't even need a theme song anymore.
Moon Man was McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just like
That song was dope.
yeah, just Coke is just so ingrained into like.
We're gonna get a strike on this. Don't play the whole thing.
This is not what I was thinking of, but that's
Yeah, this
Jack
is,
that's Jack the Ripper or Jack
Jack the Ripper.
Mac the Knife. Mac the Knife.
Tony.
It's Mac the Knight.
Yeah, that's not the song I was talking
Yeah,
about.
that's not what I was
Big
thinking.
Man.
There was
How,
like
how
one
many
with, like,
how
a
many
Michael
seconds
Jackson
of licensed
sample.
music can you
30.
play? 30? Okay.
Yes, that was about.
Well, the commercial was 30 seconds, and you played almost.
That
the whole
was-
thing,
that was
so we
30
gotta be
seconds.
careful. Yeah, we need to be careful.
It's fair use.
It's called editing.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Redacted.
I mean, if you're gonna edit it out, why'd you even play it in the first place?
I didn't say I can edit it out. I can just cut the song short. Anyway,
Redacted.
yeah,
Yeah.
school is taking up any time that I had free.
Oh,
after
right. We
work.
were talking about your
Yeah.
week.
We were. I didn't even get into what I want to say.
Wait, I thought you did.
Sort of. Then we went
All
off on a lot of tangents, which always happens. That's fine.
Do anything else?
It's cool.
Do anything else, Tony? You're
Nope.
like cutting out.
I'm cutting out.
Yes.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you sound fine to me.
Maybe I'm cutting out.
You're cutting out for me a little. Well, you're not speaking to the mic when you cut out, so that makes sense.
Well, I mean, like sound is cutting out. It might be. Anyways.
We're gonna fix this in
I
post.
think it's your headphones because you've been clear the whole time. So I think
Well,
the
not-
recording's fine.
No, like specifically your voice was cutting out.
Oh, I don't know.
Interesting.
Everyone sounds fine to me right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Note to
recording.
future Tony.
Redacted.
You may want to
Anyways.
cut that part.
Yeah, and marker. Okay.
And then I was like, no way. You know?
Yeah,
That was crazy.
that was crazy.
Anyways,
Man,
back to you, Tony.
All right. School. It's hard.
And Peter.
All right. Well,
I'm glad we went back
shit.
to Tony.
I wish I listened to this podcast like 10 years ago, man. It would have been relevant then.
Whoa, school's hard, guys.
Yeah, school's hard. Well,
Or we can do it again if you want.
Yeah.
And then I was like, later, dudes.
Okay.
is your post voice like a surfer dude every time? Like right, all right, right on.
righteous.
It reminds me of those like '90s toys commercials. It's like whoa, it's like super soaker, awesome with goo action. Right on.
I love goo.
Who doesn't love goo?
Shit. Okay. Do you remember like creepy crawlers? Like
Yeah.
creepy
Yes.
crawlers, and you could like make your own like creepy crawler candy
Yeah,
or
there was
some
like a
shit.
mold.
Yeah, fuck. I never actually.
And then
Not
everyone
the
just.
pool filter, right?
The what?
There's actually a pool filter called a creepy crawler.
Oh, yeah, not
Oh,
that.
no,
Oh,
not
really?
And then
No.
everyone would just fastball them into the windows, and your mom would get mad because there's just like all this like slime shit all over the
Oh
windows.
shit! No, I actually never got one of those toys. They always look super cool to me, but I never got it. Like it's like, oh yeah, eat the brain goo that fizzles, and it's like, oh yeah,
yeah,
I
I
want
never
that.
got
My
any of
mom's
that
like,
either.
the fuck is this shit? So she never bought it.
That's
Well, she didn't say
gushers.
those exact words, but
I think she did. Just not to you.
yeah, Peter, what the fuck is this shit? Yeah. So
It sounds like your mom.
no, I think I
let's be
mostly
honest.
got as toys. I got a lot of Transformers. That was that was my bag.
It's a good choice.
Legos and
I had the
Transformers.
animal Transformers.
Dude, Beast Wars.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
Biker mice from Mars action figures.
Dude,
Whoa,
those
man.
are pretty fucking legit. And like Street Sharks,
Oh, the
Gargoyles.
Street Sharks.
Fucking tanks, dude.
Yeah. Good stuff.
How do they swim through the land?
I remember.
That's so much damage.
I still remember this like Bobby's World, like McDonald's toy that I got a long ass time ago, where he's like Bobby on this bike, but then he also had like this little scuba diving, like submarine thing that you could put over it. And like I told people, like, yeah, do you guys remember Bobby's World? I was like, what the fuck is Bobby's World, old man? And then I killed them.
Howie
So,
Mandel,
whatever.
dumbass.
Stinky Diver.
What is that from?
Oh my
man.
god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Action League now.
Yes. God, so good.
With Melt Man with the power to melt.
Good. We're all.
You know,
sick
I
on
never
that.
actually watched that show, but because
what?
you guys quoted it so
Yeah, we
often at
did.
school, it became ingrained into my memory. Like I never actually watched that fucking show because I didn't grow up with cable, so it's like
Dude, Kablam was dope.
All right,
Yeah.
hold on. What are all the characters' names? We got Stinky Diver.
There
We
was
had
the
Melt
Nikki.
Man. Yeah, He's super.
Super naked.
Strong and super naked.
But what is his name?
I can't remember.
Flexo?
man.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
And
I
then-
recently looked
And then there
this
was
up
the
too.
one woman, right?
Yeah, probably.
And she always got caught in like a ceiling fan or something weird.
Yes, the Barbie character.
Yeah.
She was definitely a Barbie. Damn it. And she was like super Barbie or something like that.
Yeah, I thought she was kind of supposed to be fashioned like Wonder Woman, but she always ended up getting fucked over by her ability or something.
Always
Well,
in the fan.
She would like fly into a fan every time.
Yeah,
and just break apart.
Yeah, that was like that was like
no,
her
her
gimmick.
hair would get caught in it. And
Yeah.
She could,
Yeah.
But wasn't she
Oh, wasn't
break
her hair
apart,
like a
though?
lasso or something like that?
All right, it
No,
was
hold
the
on.
Flesh.
Oh, the flesh.
He's
yes.
super strong and super naked. Thunder Girl.
Thunder Girl.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
it.
She flies like thunder,
Yeah.
which is
So
comical.
it would go.
Wait, is thunder just the sound?
Yes.
Okay. And
Stinky
lightning is-
diver.
okay.
With an attitude almost as bad as his odor.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. And Meltman.
Ah, good times. The
power
good
to
times.
melt.
The power of nostalgia.
With the power to melt.
God, I still get like Gushers and fruit roll-ups
Oh, hell
every
yeah.
couple months, just because like the
You have
nostalgia
to.
factor is so strong, and then I realized like I could fucking demolish one of those boxes in like 20 minutes, man.
Oh, you
Like,
better believe it.
yeah, it's
Oh,
so
Gushers
easy.
are dangerous.
Yeah, they're
They're
super
big.
dangerous.
Dude, fruit roll-ups, I just like make a burrito out of like all of them and just stick it into my mouth like a fucking fruit cigar and just eat it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good times.
I always just rolled it up into a ball and just
Oh, yeah.
shoved that in my gums like I was doing chewing tobacco or something.
Like I would eat a whole bag of Skittles at once, too.
And then like
Oh, yeah.
after
Same
you're done
thing.
eating it, you can still like lick the parts of your mouth where it was, and you
Just
can
like
still taste
raw.
this. Yeah, it's fucking good. But you know what the world's biggest scam from our childhood was? Fucking Go-Gurt, dude. It's like so much less yogurt,
Oh
It's
man.
and
Yogurt
it's so much
in a
more.
tube.
No, it's
I
so
love
much more
Go-Gurt.
expensive than normal yogurt. Like it's
But you
insane.
could put it in
remember-
the freezer.
That is true.
In sixth
You can do that with
grade,
normal yogurt too.
in sixth grade, I put like a Go-Gurt on the ground and like stomped on it.
Dude, I think lots of
And
kids
it
did that.
Fucking. I remember it was
It
like
goes
me and my
everywhere,
buddy
man.
John were just sitting at a table with a bunch of people we didn't know, and it got all over these eighth graders. And this one kid's like, "What the fuck?" And they're like all covered in Go-Gurt, and I'm just sitting there like, "Oh." And I remember like a staff person came by and they're like, "Is everything all right here?" And they're like, "We got yogurt all over ourselves." And me and John were like, "Yeah, we're covered in yogurt. What the hell?" And then we snuck out of there.
Oh shit.
Oh, to be a middle schooler.
It was
Yeah, I
rough,
remember
man.
like how scary eighth graders looked to me as a sixth
They look
grader.
like full-grown adults.
Yeah, because they fucking went through puberty and we did not yet. Like, this is a bad time.
Unless you're
Yeah.
me.
Well, yeah. But do you remember when I hit my growth spurt in middle school and like the teachers were
That's
like,
not puberty, though.
no, but like, do you remember like how the teachers were like, Peter,
Yes.
did you get taller? Like, what the fuck? And I was like, yes, I did.
Yeah, by the end of 8th grade, you were 6 feet.
I think I was 5'11" by the end of 8th grade. But at the beginning
But
of
you were like 5'4".
yeah
Before that.
yeah.
It was
I think I was
just- it
actually
came
shorter
back,
than
it was just
5'4".
like-
You just grew a foot in
Yeah.
a year. It's great.
Yeah, it was a good time. But the thing is, my parents never actually replaced any of my clothing. So like,
oh, yeah,
It just
you
got
had
shorter and shorter.
yeah, yeah.
shorts.
So like,
some skin.
yeah, you can see my
showing.
ankles really clear. In fact, you can see like half of my fucking shin from under my pants.
Too bad that wasn't in then, you know?
Yeah, now it's
Yeah,
like
it's
all the
totally-
fucking rage. But yeah, back then they called it high waters, and you saw
Yeah.
my socks too. Like fucking.
Get some longer pants, dumbass.
You were just ahead of your time, man.
Yeah. You were pre-Caprice.
I should have just told everyone that my parents were really like they didn't understand that fashion was cyclical and it's coming back.
Yeah.
It's just ahead of my time. Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway,
how was your week?
so okay, my week was not very eventful. In fact, it's a little shameful in some ways, but it wasn't like super eventful. Like nothing that I actually did was interesting. No escape rooms or anything like that. But this is kind of a weird tangent, but I saw that John Krasinski directed and starred in his own film called A Quiet Place, which is like a horror film and has been received super well. And I was like, John Krasinski, huh? That's Jim from The Office, right? I
Yeah.
never finished The Office. So I started rewatching The Office, and now I'm like on season 3. And then I realized from that holy shit, The Office has a fuckload of episodes. It's gonna take me.
sure does.
It's gonna take me a long ass time to get through this show.
Yeah,
I've
it's a
done
pretty
it 2 or
big
3
one.
times.
Dude,
You can do it.
I've never actually fully finished. I think the farthest I got was like season 6 or 7, like before Michael Scott actually like left.
Okay, so it's like the end of season 6.
Something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, I never fully finished The Office, so I was just like, I should do that. So I've
It's
been,
not as good after you left, but it's pretty good still.
yeah, I've been rewatching The Office, and then also I kind of got back into. Okay, so a lot of people think I'm like super into K-pop. I'm not. I'm like super into songs, and will replay songs like crazy.
Is that so, Peter?
Yeah, like there's this one song that you guys are all aware of called "Love Scenario"
Oh, God.
by Icon. I played that song approximately 2,000 times within a couple weeks.
A day, I think. Those times a day.
Yeah.
On our stream where we were playing a board game, you played it 5 times.
Yeah, that's only 5 times. Okay,
I've never
Just
heard this
while
song.
we were playing this board game.
so like I'm actually not into K-pop at all, but then like I just kind of randomly came upon this song as a recommendation while I was streaming, and I just really enjoyed the song a lot. And then I was like, wow, this song's really good. Let me check out the rest of their shit, and the rest of their shit is fucking garbage. Because like it was more of like a slower love song ballad kind of thing, and the rest of their stuff is like hype rap. You know, they're like, oh yeah. Nah. It's like they're just fucking rapping, and I'm just like not into it at all. But but I listened to that song a shit ton, and then recently there's this girl group called Twice that released a song called "What Is Love." And
Baby, don't hurt me.
and I got like I watched the music video, and I think that's why I kind of latched onto the song so hard, because I really enjoyed the music video. It basically, the premise is, okay, so Twice is a
Because
group.
it's like 9 Korean girls
Yeah,
dancing.
it's 9 Korean girls. But
You remember.
the thing about the music video is they actually are watching TV, and then on the TV it's like the various members reenacting romance, like rom-com / just random movies, like popular movies. So like they reenacted like the dance scene from Pulp Fiction. They reenacted the pottery making scene from Ghost. They even reenacted
remember that
like you know where Natalie Portman in what's it called? Leon the Professional.
Yeah.
Where she is like basically playing dress up and then making Leon guess what different characters she is. Like she was doing that, which I thought was an extremely odd choice of movie, but I loved it because I love Leon the Professional.
Right.
They also did like stuff from,
Entrapment with Catherine Zeta-Jones. She dips beneath the lasers. You that one?
No, I don't think I. No, I don't know that one. But there's that. There's like The Princess Bride. There's another Japanese romance movie called Love Letter. There's like a bunch of different references, which I really super dug. And the song itself is like super catchy, so I've been listening to that. And I got super into that song to the point where I started listening to their other popular songs, and then like I started really liking a lot of their other songs, and then I started doing like research on the members themselves, because my friends were telling me, like, my friends have been super into Twice for a long time.
And you don't like K-pop, is what you're saying.
No, as a whole, no, I don't. But like,
What about On the Whole?
I could do on the whole.
You mean like in the hole?
On the Whole,
Outside the whole.
Preparation H feels good.
Oh no.
Yeah, that gentle, soothing cream. But
no.
I don't know what preparation is. Just I never used it before. Anyway, yeah. So my friends were like, you know, super into Twice, and they were like making sure that I had a bias, which means that like you like a specific member of the group. So I started learning their names. The girl members,
Right.
but like, which is something I've never fucking done before. And then like
Ordered the
I
posters.
was, yeah, no, okay, I haven't spent money on them yet, but like it got to the point where
Body
like
pillows.
I was telling a friend like, oh yeah, I like this one member named Mina a lot, except she's like very expressionless a lot. And then he started sending me gifs of her like being cute and being like super expressive and stuff. And then like
Peanut butter.
I went down this like rabbit hole of watching like YouTube videos of like their interviews, and like
And they're
apparently,
like,
apparently there was like some kind of American Idol style contest where that's how they assembled the group in the first. Yeah, it was like lots of
course.
hours of Twice. It was bad. It was not good.
Yeah.
So now Peter
So-
loves K-pop.
so,
what
so you're
happens.
obsessing over like a K-pop girl band.
Not obsessing.
Extremely
I don't
interested
know.
in.
Okay, I feel like to you guys this is obsessing, but this is like barely touching the surface of what obsession could look like for someone who is actually into K-pop. If that makes sense.
Okay.
No, I know what you're saying. Fandoms
I mean, yeah, you
can get
didn't.
crazy.
You didn't buy any posters.
Yeah, I didn't spend any money on
or
merch.
waifu
I've just
pillows
been
or anything.
listening to like their top 8 songs. You know, like
Yeah.
I don't know their B
Just
sides
on
or
repeat
anything.
one.
Yeah, just I have one on repeat for sure.
Yeah.
Their dance moves are quite what's the word? Entrancing?
Evocative.
Evocative's good, yeah.
But I did kind of like, I was just like, oh crap.
Iconicized.
One of their members actually just turned 18 like
Iconed.
a couple months ago or something. Or like last year. And I was like, oh, holy. And she debuted when she was 16? Oh, God. So that was kind of like I'm fucking like 10 years older than their youngest member almost.
Yeah.
And their oldest member is like just turned 22 or some shit.
Yeah.
God, I'm
That
getting
sounds
old.
pretty typical.
Yeah. So, yeah. Other than that, just trying to like get rid of the rats in my attic still.
I thought they
Because-
were dead.
Some of them died. Not all of them. We actually got
Gotta
it.
get more of those plants.
Yeah, we got a
Get those
exterminator
neighbors
come
back
in.
over there.
Yeah, dude, right? But we got an exterminator come in and give us a quote, $3,000.
To get rid of some rats?
Yes.
What the hell?
No way.
And we got like
Which exterminator is this?
the same exterminator our neighbor used apparently because they had rats too. But
Tell them to find a better
no,
exterminator.
we got quotes from other exterminators and they all like were in that ballpark. So I was just like, holy shit! But the thing is, apparently it's like a lifetime guarantee sort of deal. Like where they come back, they'll come back and exterminate them again.
Oh.
But it's kind of like we don't want to do that, so we're trying to do like shit ourselves. We bought like our own rat traps and stuff like that. We're gonna try and go up there and fix the problem ourselves. Maybe I'll get eaten alive by rats. We'll see. Yeah. But dude, okay, this is kind of like a random thought, but ladders are fucking expensive. Like I've never really thought about it, but like
You mean like just from Home Depot?
yeah, they're like $80 to $150 to $200 depending on how heavy duty you want the ladder to be. But nothing actually
Not
got
that bad. I mean, how often do you buy a ladder?
That's true. That's the thing. But like, how often do you use a ladder? Also, it's like
Once a week.
Yeah, depending
No.
on what you're doing.
I guess on your job.
Yeah, it depends what you need it for.
But fuck, man,
But
Just
fuck, man.
Start getting into the tree trimming service, and you'll use it a lot.
the best superhero. But
Fuck me.
yeah, it's
With the power, too. Okay, wait.
melt. Wait, what? But yeah, that's pretty much been my uneventful week. I'm still trying to fix my RAM, but we'll get through that eventually.
Corsair.
Fucking Corsair.
Well,
Sponsor us, Corsair. Damn it.
Yeah, then when we have this problem, you just send us new stuff.
Send us keyboards
Yeah.
and mice.
you just
shout-
need new RAM, right?
We'll shout
Yeah,
you out
I'm
every week.
RMAing it.
Just
so
download new
gotta
RAM.
ship in the old one.
Download it.
Oh, yeah, you go in the long route, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I tried contacting Amazon, they're like, "Oh, this is reached past our return policy time period." And I was like, "Well, fuck."
I've had that waived sometimes. If you get
yeah,
on their customer support,
sometimes they'll. Yeah,
Yeah, he was talking about that, and maybe we might have tried it later, but then
whatever.
Screw
I'll
it.
just do it through
Gotcha.
Corsair. I hear they're decent about their RMA bullshit, so whatever.
all right. Well, good luck. Have fun.
Well, I mean, Corsair, you guys are great, so feel free to sponsor us.
you really are.
Send us
I've
every
always
RGB
used
thing you
Corsair
have.
RAM.
I had like one of their towers, which was like the biggest fucking tower that I've ever seen
The
in my life.
multi-system tower.
Yeah, it was huge and fucking heavy. And like and when we got like my new tower, I could not believe how light and how quiet a tower could be. So yeah, it's insane.
And even that one that you have is big.
Yeah, that's
and the other one's even bigger.
yeah.
And ZXT, you can sponsor us too. I love your towers.
Since your PC's been down, have you been booting up the PS4? Because I remember last week you were like, I hate booting up the PS4, which I found very interesting because
Yeah, you were all about it with Monster Hunter and all.
all
that.
you do is press the PlayStation button on the controller and it's ready to go.
Well, I
It
think
downloads the patches while you're not there. It's always updated. You literally just turn it on. It's instant. It's so much nicer to
I think
boot up the
I-
PS4 than a PC.
debatable.
You
but-
don't have to download any patches. You don't have to download any like additional software. You don't have to deal with disk defragmentation. You don't have to deal with dicking around with like graphic settings for hours
first of all,
on
not
end.
true. The first thing I did when I booted up my PS4 for the first time in like a year was I had to download a shitload of patches to update my firmware.
That's why you leave it on rest mode.
God damn it.
Automatically downloads all that shit while you're sleeping.
All right, true.
That's why you never turn off
I
the
think,
PC.
I think there's nothing wrong with the
Yeah,
PS4
that'll
inherently in itself. It's just that I don't really have friends that play PS4 games, and
Oh,
then
gotcha.
like I am gaming for the multiplayer experience generally.
I'll hop on there with you. High five.
But also,
big
like people stop playing Monster Hunter, and then when that comes to PC, I'll probably be playing Monster Hunter there. But I mean, PS4 is not bad, but I could definitely feel the lagginess of the OS because I'm on the old PS4 still, not on the PS4 Pro.
I got the old
I
one
might
as
have to
well.
start booting it up again because God of War came out.
Oh yeah, that game is getting some fucking good reviews.
Anyway, are we getting into games, or you want
Yeah,
to
let's get into
we're gonna
game
take a break?
news. Wait, do you guys want to take a break
Everyone
first?
good? You want a break?
News,
No?
news,
I'm good.
news.
I'm good to go.
I'm gonna get some water, but you can just go ahead and start.
Okay. Gaming news.
Gaming news.
Let's
Do you want to
this
start,
time.
Tony, or do you want me to go?
You can start if you like.
All right, go. Did I call you guy? I was trying to say
All
guy.
right, go.
Sup, girl?
I was trying to say guy, but it kind of turned into Garl.
I'm not your guy, buddy.
It's kind of
I'm
weird,
not
but
your buddy.
the
guy.
biggest story of this week, arguably, is that Billy Mitchell,
Oh, this guy again.
the record
Mother
maker,
trucker.
is having his Donkey Kong and all other records removed and scrubbed.
It's
So
almost
he's
like
been called officially bullshit.
So yeah, basically the context of this is that Billy Mitchell is known for setting like multiple video game records across different games like Donkey Kong and Pac-Man.
I'm saying this in air quotes. Setting.
And
Yes.
people for a pretty long time have been trying to
Creating goal.
dispute whether his records are legitimate because of the fact that, first off, like when they tried to contact Twin Galaxies, which is like the record, like the scorekeeper kind of deal, like,
Sort of like
they
the
hold
Guinness
records.
of-
Yeah, the Guinness of video games. There was no actual evidence that he submitted of him actually breaking the record.
Well, okay, that's not necessarily true, but they didn't have physical evidence like a picture or anything like that.
yeah, so like
they had because at the time that you could submit that, there was proof if you had someone overwatching you do it. So he had the same guy overwatch him, quote unquote, again for a lot of these records. Turns out that guy's in jail for like really bad stuff. So
Great.
real good guy. But yeah,
Like falsifying video game
No, that's actually not at all.
records.
No, like not good things.
Gotcha.
Oh, got it. Okay, that's not good. But yeah, so this is the guy that was like starred in that documentary, like King of Kong or something like that. So like, and then Guinness is now stepping in to
yeah.
also remove his records from the Guinness World Records because they actually use Twin Galaxies as their like reference for these records. So apparently, the interesting thing is that. Like King of Kong or the Donkey Kong record is like pretty much the one that you can't really dispute whether he was cheating or not because like he was like on emulation software or like that, something like that. But the Pac-Man perfect game that he actually played was on someone else's arcade cabinet, and that was also used by like a competitor or something like that. So there's actually like proof that he actually played the game himself and stuff. So they're still scrubbing that too because like Twin Galaxies decided to just wholesale remove every record that he had with them.
Well, I mean, he had quote again air quotes set some records that were literally impossible.
Yeah.
So like, and there were some times where he did submit again air quotes proof, but it was people looked into the proof that he submitted, and it was like images of the score screen, but like it was clearly photoshopped. So like I don't know how Twin Galaxies didn't do this sooner. It seems like such a no-brainer.
I
kinda
think
bad
they
news for
knew
them.
about it, but it was just like Billy Mitchell was such like a huge name in that scene that they didn't want to stir up a controversy. But now by not doing that, like
They stirred up a controversy.
They've like is the Streisand effect where it became a much bigger deal because they were trying to like keep it all under wraps.
Right.
So-
Air quotes, raps.
Yeah, wraps.
Yeah.
So
They're not literal raps.
So
Right.
apparently
You
this guy's kind of like a fucking asshole. So guess he had it coming to him eventually. I don't know. It's kind of
Bad
weird.
time.
Oh, well.
Never heard of the dude.
Yeah. I haven't really heard of him until like a couple weeks ago when people were starting to talk about like how there's evidence that he was like cheating. I was like, who is cheating? What? Billy Mitchell? What the fuck is that? But yeah, he's like a really Jesus-y looking. If Jesus was born an American,
Yeah.
that's what he would look like. Yeah,
Okay, so he drives a pickup truck and
100%.
Has a ponytail.
Yeah, long black hair.
Yeah.
But
he drinks Bud Light.
all right, next story. Dell is promoting its new laptops in China by saying they can run more PUBG cheats.
Wait,
Oh no!
wait, repeat that one more time.
Dell
And into the mic.
in China
Into the
is
mic.
promoting its laptops.
And into the
What?
mic.
Into the mic? Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, you were.
Dell in China is promoting its new laptops by saying they could run more PUBG cheats.
Dude, you're getting a Dell.
Yeah, so
China.
basically, the quote It's like she's basically saying how Chinese gamers are the most innovative and dominant in the world because of their use of plugins. That's basically what they call cheats.
Plugins, air quotes.
For example, run faster than other players or blow up 10 cars at a time. So like, basically they straight up just
That's called skill right there.
yeah. So
Skill shot.
it just kind of shows like the culture of gaming in China, how they view it, like how cheating's fine. Like it's the ends justify the means kind of. So
Such a piece of garbage.
yeah,
I don't know why Dell would do that.
So that's the thing. The Dell is actually a really big.
They're a reputable business brand.
They're big.
Yeah, so it
And
makes
their
me
monitors are
wonder. It
very
makes
good.
me wonder if they're like.
Maybe it was a translation thing. Maybe like
I
that's not
doubt
really
it.
what they were saying.
I doubt it.
I don't think so because she straight up was referencing how like there were plugins.
Yeah,
give me that
true.
look.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. No, you're right. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
So
Plugins for running faster and blowing up tanks.
There was no look.
oh
Yeah, I was.
Also, this reminds me of another thing I heard. There's the PUBG ransomware.
oh yeah. So that's kind of weird. Basically, it's a ransomware that's like play PUBG for X amount of time.
Yeah, play PUBG for an hour and we'll unlock all your files.
Yeah, and then it's like, but the
What?
thing is, the ransomware also has like some kind of code where you could just put in the code and it'll stop locking
Yep.
all your files.
It's like the friendliest ransomware that exists.
so yeah, I don't really. Yeah, I don't know. It just
It's not
seems
really-
kind of
that's
pointless.
not normally the point of ransomware.
Exactly.
Ransomware, like it sounds like, is holding your computer ransom, usually for money.
Yeah, but this one is like play PUBG for an hour and it somehow can sense that you're playing it. And after an hour, it unlocks your files.
It's probably broken into your kernel or something.
Yeah. Well,
You know, the
That's
good
just
stuff.
Stupid.
All right.
Well, next story is loot box related as usual. It's our favorite. So a company in Korea called Nexon, you might have heard of them before. They have
Yeah.
multiple they have multiple. I was gonna say loot box games, but it's mobile games.
I mean, so loot box
Yeah,
games.
loot box games.
Yeah, sorry. They have
That's a
multiple
legit
mobile
statement.
games with like loot boxes ingrained into the game, but then apparently they had like an event where some of the drop chances they recently published were like 0.5% or something like that. Like they were trying to, you basically got to roll for a chance at like a puzzle piece, and the puzzle completed like a picture of like an idol, something like that. And then the company, the lawmakers in South Korea decided to actually fine Nexon $945,000 for this infraction. So that's a shit ton of money. But it makes me wonder if like they've made enough money off of loot boxes to like
That was like chump change.
yeah, like kind of like it's like yeah, we'll continue to do shitty loot box mechanics and then just pay off whatever fine gets thrown our way because it's still incredibly profitable to do it this way.
Is there anything more like weak and sad than the state of mobile games?
No, like every mobile game
It's
is just
such
like
trash.
Yeah,
Like,
it
No, I
yeah.
know something worse. Everything by E EA.
yeah, okay, but that's like basically all mobile games.
yeah, that's
Yeah, but
basically
it's
basically
$60 up front.
EA basically looked at mobile games as like, what can we do to add shitty mobile
Yeah.
game mechanics
Right.
into our full
Oh,
price
people
games?
really like this on the phone. Let's just put it on our
Oh yeah,
console
we'll
games.
charge you $60 up front and then charge them more money for bullshit.
I remember hearing something that like both Apple and Google were going to like create a new category so that people who had free to play or free mobile games would go into another category if they were free but also had in-app purchases. But I
Yeah.
heard that like years ago and still
Yeah, I don't see it.
nothing.
Well,
It
they
just says-
show in-app purchases in the store for Google at least,
Right.
and I'm sure they do in
It
Apple
does that
as
on
well.
the iPhone
does
too,
for
but
But
that's
they don't-
every single game, even if it costs money. I don't know. It seems to be either the game's free or it's like $7, and there's like hardly any in between.
Yeah,
now.
I really wish that you can just buy a game and just everything would be there.
yeah.
You know, like the good old days.
I just want a game that has a loot box mechanic in it, but the game itself is paid for, but the loot box mechanic is free. Because I'm not gonna lie, I love the feeling of cracking fresh packs, man. Like just like
So
back in the
Overwatch.
day when you opened that Pokemon
Overwatch?
card pack. Yeah, like
Yeah,
Overwatch.
So Overwatch.
We
yeah.
just got a Mavga, make video games great again.
Don't do that.
Okay.
Muzga.
Hey, you were the one that said the good old days, Matt. I wasn't
Yeah.
going to take it
That's
there.
because they couldn't release DLC.
Right.
Like
because there wasn't
The
internet.
N64. How could you release DLC to that?
Well, to be fair,
You had to buy the Rumble
good old
Pack.
days, if a game was
Yeah.
broken, it was just
The
fucking
expansion
broken.
cards.
There's
Broken
no way
forever.
to fix it. At least now there's like post release patches to fix shit.
I'm not
Right.
saying in that sense it's bad. I just say DLC wise,
I
it's
think
bad.
yeah, it's just like I think that's just the state of the industry these days. It's just like games are just so fucking expensive to make that the $60 price point is not enough to like recoup a lot of the costs. So they try to look
My
towards
ass.
Well, see, that's the thing. With digital sales, there's literally like no cost to distribute, right? It's like if you're on a digital platform like Steam or any of those things, you're going to make your money back pretty quick. Like physical sales is one thing, but digital sales, you make your money off digital sales.
I think it's more about games that like are given continued support after release. For example, like Overwatch, you know,
Or Rocket League.
or Rocket League is a great
Yeah.
example. You
but
know,
people keep buying those games. They don't buy necessarily the DLC. I know people do, but like Rocket League especially, I feel like people just buy the game more so than they buy anything in the game.
I would say
People buy a lot of crap in Rocket League.
I would say yeah. I
People
would
buy a lot of
Really?
keys. There's
Oh, there's
keys for
keys
the
now?
crates. There have been keys.
yeah. Like I wanted to say that they had a similar system to CS:GO where you would get random crates and then you would buy keys to open those crates, right? Or is it just you just buy keys straight up?
Yeah, to open the crates, you have to have keys.
But are the crates random drop as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
But one thing they've done recently, which was kind of cool, they did it during Halloween. They did it during spring. They have like a limited time event. And so at the end of every match, you have a chance of getting like a random number of like whatever the currency is. So for spring, it was like flowers or something. And then you could save up these flowers and you could spend them to buy either like toppers or wheels, you know, that were all thematic, or you could actually spend them on decryptors, which would open crates for you. So you could buy keys with in-game currency for the first time ever, which is actually really neat.
Whoa, that is like that's like way more consumer friendly than a ton of these loot box mechanics that I've seen. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I like
super
that.
neat. Yeah. So I don't know. Rocket League is one of those games, and that's a $20 game, and it's gone on sale plenty of times, and they
Oh, yeah.
keep supporting it. So
Well,
it's
there's-
clear that it can be done.
That's true.
In a fair fashion.
Like Overwatch 2 is like, you know, you get free
$40.
crates just for playing. You
yeah,
know?
it's $40, but it's normally on sale like a few times a year.
In fact, if you log in right now, you get a free archives box.
Yeah.
which is their current event. Yeah. I'm still kind of on the like. Okay, so Rainbow Six Siege just hit 30 million players. Woohoo! Congratulations.
Yes, it did.
I
That's
really
overall
enjoy that game a
platforms,
lot, but also at the same time, it's like they do the League of Legends system where you know, like operators are not free. You have to buy them with either the in-game.
Forever.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the game is
To
also
grind.
not free, so it's sort of
Yeah, so it's kind of a double whammy in a sense.
Yeah.
But like, you know, if you do play the game enough, you can unlock all operators eventually, but then they are kind of pushing you to buy operators. But the game is just so goddamn fun that like
I wouldn't know. I played it for
Aw.
like
yeah, the game is just so fucking fun
30
that like
minutes.
I actually was fine with spending money to buy all the operators because I really felt like I was getting my money's worth. I've already put like 100 hours into the game and I've only had it for less than 2 months, I want to say, that I've been
That's
actually
a
playing
good
it.
number of hours.
Yeah, so the game's really goddamn fun. So I don't know. I think it really depends on how much you value a game, I would say, overall. Like, because I used to, and I also think it helps that like Rainbow Six Siege also doesn't have a shit ton of operators yet. I think right now it's at 34 total.
That's a fair number of operators.
But like compared to like, let's say you just started playing League,
yeah,
Right.
there's like
Oh, God, no, yeah.
10,000
you know,
heroes.
like how many free League of Legends characters do you get
10.
a week?
But there's like 150 of them.
Yeah, so it's like, do you gain IP faster than you used to, or something?
Yes. I think now, because like when you play games, when you level up, they like give you stuff now, and you can level up indefinitely now, I think.
Oh, okay.
So like you'll get more, but at the same time, it's still like every new champion, basically every good champion costs like more money than the bad champions, kind of a thing.
Okay.
It's still dumb.
And that is something I like about Rainbow Six, just because every fucking operator is pretty damn good in their own. Like I've seen pretty much every operator used, like a couple times. Like there are a couple meme like operators. Like there's a guy named Tachanka where you place down a fucking turret that could shoot through walls and shit. But since like
It's pronounced May.
May,
Yeah. It's May.
so yeah, considering the fact that like in this game, headshot kills are like an insta kill, and like he basically stays in
Still.
place on his turret. Like he's like he's just he's just waiting to die essentially. But like every character is
If
like
you don't
really
see
good
him
in that
coming,
game.
he's pretty dangerous.
Except the new operators are kind of bullshit. Lion and Finka, they like the most. Like they just got introduced with the newest season. Lion with the press of a button basically does like a countdown, and then after the countdown, if anyone moves for like a certain amount of time, they get revealed. Everyone gets revealed to your team. Like that's kind of dumb. And then Finka is not as egregious, but basically at a press of a button, all of your teammates basically get what's her name? Anna's ult. You get nano boosted essentially, and you get healed. So or like a temporary heal.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. Still a good game though.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right, well, back to the news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Well-
News.
Well, that's what we are doing right
That
now.
was actually all the news that I have. What about you, Tony?
Okay, I'm going to go back to PUBG for this one.
Okay.
Oh. Please do.
So, they made some updates to their Blue Zone for any of
The show
any of
did.
you who are actively or not actively playing it. I'm sure, well, if you're actively playing, you've noticed. Basically, the changes they made is it starts to close in super early in the game. Pretty much immediately when you land, it's already closing in super fast. But later in the game, it closes in slower, but does more damage if you're stuck outside. So it's kind of an interesting. They changed the pacing of their game. I think they're trying to make it more like Fortnite.
Yeah, they shortened the delays between the zone closes.
Yeah, until
Which is
later in
cool.
the game.
Would you say that
super long.
has improved the gameplay at all for whoever's played it so far?
It's hard to say.
Hard to say.
I haven't played enough.
I have a couple friends that say that they like the faster pace
Yeah.
overall.
They also changed the way each of the next circles shows up. So instead of being like randomly in the circle, it's like more
Consistent.
weighted towards the center.
Okay.
So like
You don't get-
basically you can head to the center and it's most likely gonna be there.
Fine. Okay. Interesting. I know my friend said that like he enjoys this change a lot because he is more of an aggressive player. He doesn't like camping and waiting around and stuff.
It's
and
so
like
boring.
he likes the fact that this change basically punishes people that hug the edge a lot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like
because instantly they're going to be pushed out of the circle.
yeah, that
basically.
seems I think overall if you like a more active play style, that is a better change. But if you are kind of the campier, more safe style player, this might kind of fuck over your playstyle a little bit. So
They also removed all clothing from the grounds.
oh yeah, I heard about that.
So now the only loot on the ground
It's
It's like
is
weapons.
armor,
actually
weapons.
like
Weapons and armor.
shit that you could use.
Okay, that's
which
good.
I think
Backpacks
is
and
kind of cool.
Yeah.
And they actually made it so if you're the party leader, now you can kick people from your party.
Oh my god!
so when
finally,
your friend closes his game and forgets to click leave team,
you don't have to
you don't
reassemble
have to
your team
disband
again.
your entire team. And
It's almost like something that should
It's a
have been in the
feature, not a
game
bug.
forever.
Okay, it's trying to
Yeah, so-
discourage people from not leaving the game.
so sad that it took till now to put that in the game.
I
It's
feel
Yeah.
like they've had a lot of catching up
I
to
mean,
do.
I still think it's kind of sad that they still have like a restart lobby button, just because that's how consistently the lobby fucking fails for one reason or
Dude,
another.
every button press in the menu requires not every button press, but like to switch from third person to first person in the menu, that has like a back end API hook on it because you can click it and it'll say servers are busy.
Yeah, it's
And you
real dumb.
Who writes a menu like that? Like, what the hell?
Koreans.
Like, are they doing tracking with that? Like, that seems so ridiculous, you know?
No, yeah, it's just poorly made.
I remember, I forgot who, but like there was a guy that was playing PUBG, and apparently he went over his data cap for that month or something. So all the menus in PUBG were actually popping up the
Like
image.
demand.
Yeah, like the image that was saying, "Oh, you are over your data limit." And I was like,
wow.
Oh, because
Oh.
they're trying to do API calls
Yeah.
for the menu. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, that's really weird that they did that to they set up their menu to do that. That's
Yeah.
okay, weird. But
I can get that for some things, but for the menu,
It'd also be
Like, come
hilarious if like You know when a web page loads without any of the CSS?
Oh yeah,
Like if the menu looked
Oh,
like
and it's
that,
just,
it'd be
it's
hilarious.
just white with
Yeah.
text on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and the little X box, X box for all the images.
that'd be really good.
Xbox.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The little box with an X in it.
I don't know what
yes.
that is. I don't think anyone owns one.
You know if you know if an
You
image
know
fails
the first
to load.
one, the Xbox One. Oh wait, that's
Yeah,
not the
the-
first
Are you
one.
sure you're not talking about the Xbox One X? The Xbone X?
The Xbox.
Or the X Bones.
Yeah, Xbone S.
Yes.
Yes.
X Bones and X Bones.
Yeah, so
They are quite good at naming their Xboxes.
It's like the Wii and Wii U all over again.
good news for PUBG for sure, though.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
sounds like good updates.
Sounds like they're making smart changes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, overall, I think, okay, it kind of sucks because PUBG and Fortnite are two very different games. But
Yeah.
obviously, since they're in the same genre, they're going to be compared a lot. I think Fortnite, due to its themes and like its style, it is allowed to have way more just freedom in terms of game modes, weapons, items they can introduce, just because like the game is silly, you know, this game is wacky.
Yeah.
So you could pretty much add shit like, you know, their newest item, the Portafort, where you could just throw down a grenade that creates a fort for you instantly.
Yeah.
Shit like, you know, llamas that drop like tons of resources, things like that. Like you
They're
can't really
very colorful llamas.
Yeah,
by the
you
way.
can't really have
I just call them pinatas.
Oh,
They
yeah,
look like
Yeah,
pinatas.
they're rainbow.
yeah,
llama pinatas.
rainbow pinata llama pinatas. That's fun to say.
Pinata llama.
But yeah, like PUBG can't really do that because it is like more of a realistic military style shooter, you know?
Right.
So like you're not going to see like, you know, a potato launcher in that game or some crazy shit. It's going to just be more like real world weapons. And like I think at a certain point it's like you can only introduce so many weapons into that game without all of them feeling kind of samey, I guess. It's like, oh yeah, the AUG is just a better SCAR, right? And the Mark 14.
Really, it's just kind of like a shittier M4.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I
I always
mean,
thought the AUG was pretty.
The fact that that's the comparison still proves the point.
Yeah, and then like
which
you know
is sad because the AUG is a crate weapon and
Yeah.
the M4 is pretty easily found.
yeah, and then the Mark 14 is supposed to be like a better SKS.
14's boss.
Yeah, I think the only weapon that's like truly unique that comes from the crates is like the heavy machine gun, right?
The Tommy gun.
Heavy machine gun.
Right?
M249?
Thank
I think
you.
we
Yeah,
had
the
this joke
M249. Just because like it's like a rapid fire machine gun that does a shit ton of damage.
Yeah.
But like yeah, even like the which is like the strongest sniper rifle, is just another sniper rifle. Nothing really makes it unique other than the fact that it's just really fucking good.
Oh.
So
Oh, sure. Yeah.
yeah, I don't like in terms of like stats wise. Like of course there's gonna be a lot of variance. It's just like play style wise, it's like you're not gonna like it's a sniper rifle. You'll know instantly how to use it if you've ever fired a sniper rifle before.
Right.
So not that that's a bad thing, but like I just feel like they kind of are painted into a hole in terms of like gun variants in the future. If people want more guns, unless they start fucking adding explosives, which I don't think they will. Maybe I don't know. Do you think they'll ever add like they wouldn't
Like
ever add
C4?
Like a grenade launcher?
C4 I could actually see being added to the game perhaps eventually.
Yeah.
But,
Grenade
like,
launcher
things-
would be fucking awesome.
Things like rocket launchers I think would kind of
RPG.
break the balance. But I would still like to see it added. Just
I mean, they're
Well, I
real
think they'd have
weapons.
to, I think
Yeah.
they'd have to
Mode.
add destructible levels though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
They
something
really
that
would.
that's supposed to come apparently.
wait,
Is-
Wow.
really?
Or not
That's a
not
lot of
destructible.
work.
No, not destructible stuff, but like bullet penetration and stuff
Wow.
like that.
It's almost like those windows with those bars couldn't stop a high-powered rifle shot.
God, I fucking hate that shit. When I'm in like a house and it's like boarded up and I'm trying to shoot at them, it just fucking hits the boards. Oh, God, it's so annoying.
That was another update to PUBG. Was that certain indoor plants no longer block bullets?
Nice.
So dumb.
I always propose that. You know
this
how like
cactus
pants
will
could
protect me?
You know how pants
Yeah,
could block
actually.
bullet damage.
Yeah.
I always I was saying like crowbars should be able to break down the fucking bars from windows or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there should be a lot more interaction in that game where there isn't.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah, totally.
Speaking of pants, apparently Bluehole is suing multiple companies over like infringement of like certain like techniques or like
and one of which
Ideas.
specifically mentioned
is the metal
is the pan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I just look at TF2 and just think, I think they had it first.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I don't even think it's just TF2. There are like multiple games that use the
Oh,
pan
yeah.
as a weapon. And
You can't copyright a
about-
frying pan.
yeah,
But
exactly.
Peach uses a pan.
Yeah, and
I don't
Smash Bros.
even think you could copyright like Or yeah, you could copyright. What's it like? The shrinking circle. Like
No.
it's like
It's
That's
like
a
copywriting
concept.
the swipe to unlock.
it's like there are
Yeah,
multiple games that
there's
had
so
like
no.
like you're running out of time. The zone you're in is getting smaller. Like tons of fucking games have done that. Maybe not to the exact way that PUBG has done it, but like that idea is not exactly novel.
Battlerite
I mean,
does it.
Yeah, Battlerite does that too, actually. When it's like
Battlerite-
a couple minutes left, it shrinks the arena.
Oh, also, what else? Fucking H1Z1 existed before PUBG did, so like
Yeah.
H1Z1 did that shit
Speedrunners.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
see?
a lot of games that do that. And I mean, it only sort of goes to show how ridiculous some
Yeah, I
copyright
don't- yeah, I
stuff
don't
is.
really-
Mario Party.
I don't really think.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't really think that their lawsuit has any basis, but like, I have seen some games though that seem to be like a straight up rip off of PUBG, where like they use the same font, their name is very similar, even the UI is similar.
You at first glance, you're like, oh, this is PUBG.
Yeah, and it's like, oh wait, shit.
Oh, there have definitely been cases where it's
like-
like
Sure.
blatant copy.
I've
yeah, I
seen-
saw. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mobile game
Knives
ads
Out.
that look just like
Yeah, like there's a game I think called Rules of Survival or some shit that looks exactly like PUBG, but
Looks
it's
identical.
not. So yeah,
Yeah.
like someone's driving in a UAZ.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we talked about it last week. Those,
Was it Rules of Survival that we talked
I
about?
believe, and Knives Out. Yeah, those two.
Oh, that is right. That is right. Okay, but yeah.
All right, what else you got, Tony?
Since we're talking about Fortnite a lot, there was, I'm sure those of you are aware that they had an account service issue and the servers went down.
Yeah,
for which
yeah.
one?
That was a rough
Fortnite.
night for me.
Oh,
Yesterday,
Fortnite,
right?
yeah, yeah.
This was Thursday. No, Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Was it
It was
Wednesday?
the night the Dodgers were losing like 2-12, and both PUBG and Fortnite servers were down.
I had
Not
no such
related, I
issue
don't think.
because I was playing Rainbow
And
Six the
all
whole
of my
time.
friends were free to play games. It was nuts. I was like, what is going on? The one night.
Yeah, so the servers went down. So they were supposed to release their 50 versus 50 mode on Thursday, but because of all these server problems they were having, they delayed it to next week. So by the time you hear this podcast on Monday, they might have that mode available. So
And
case
maybe
you're-
Just double check.
yeah, in case you're not aware, this is a service announcement to you. There's going to be a 50 versus 50 mode in Fortnite that will be live next week.
It's going to be insane.
I played it the first time. It was pretty
And that
fun.
sounds nuts. And it's
But,
going across PS4, Xbox One, PC, mobile.
I think.
Yeah,
I think.
you know,
I played
like-
it the first
like a
time.
good
It'll be crazier
platform.
this time, I think.
Yeah, there's gonna be way more players.
It's
but
going to be nuts.
I think the first time I played it, like
so much building.
it was pretty apparent who was gonna win within like the first 5 minutes of the match, because like you'd already like I drop and then like after a minute of like fighting or looting or whatever, it's like 45-30, and it's like whoever has more numbers at that point of the game almost always won from my experience.
And this is interesting too. All 100 players have full access to the island for 10 minutes, and then the storm starts closing in. 10 minutes is a long time.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, I guess that's so that it can build up supplies and build crazy forts.
Well, that,
Oh, yeah, good
that
point.
and I think if you shrunk it too fast, the games would just go way too quickly. This way, they can like.
They can
It's-
sort
There's
of-
going to be a
actually
bunch of little
war.
micro battles,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
and
Well-
it'll take time for the teams to gather up.
Do you know what'd be cool if you could see like post game heat maps of where like all the battles were
Yeah.
occurring, and then see how like the tide of battle kind of like
That'd be
shifted and
good.
shit?
That'd be cool.
That would be pretty awesome. I don't think they
Well,
They
they just
might.
added replays to Fortnite.
Oh,
Just
that
like
is
they did
true.
PUBG,
Right.
So technically, you could if you
manually like.
just watch from the
That's true. That is
top
true.
down view.
That's pretty fucking cool.
That is cool. That's. I've seen a bunch of cool videos on Reddit already for people that are playing that game, like very stylized, almost like Source filmmaker looking. You know.
Yeah.
So good on them for adding that in.
Yeah. Also, this patch, they adjusted the spawning rates of loot. So floor loot spawning has been increased 15%, and farming increased by 75%. And supply drops spawn double ammo with extra consumables.
And this is the mode.
Yeah, this is it's considered a large squad mode, so it doesn't count towards your rating or anything.
Okay,
But-
that's good.
That's cool.
Looks
Is there MMR in Fortnite?
There's like an internal MMR.
yeah.
I feel like it doesn't actually work.
It
I'm
might not.
constantly put
I
in
think- I
games
think-
with like
I think it's-
insanely good people.
I think they say that there is, but I think it's kind of like wonky at best.
All right.
Well, I think finding 100 people within a certain range would be kind of tough, I suppose. So sometimes they have to choose some
their player
outliers.
base?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what their algorithm does.
Well, I don't know. I just watched my friends play, and they're like fucking insanely good, and they just shit on people. So like,
Yeah.
I like multiple of my friends have like a 4+ KD, which is like crazy to me, with like a 15 to 20% win rate, which I think also is pretty crazy high. Like personally, like my KD is like 1.8, I think, which I thought was decent until I saw their scores and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? So yeah, they're crazy good.
All right, what else we got for the news, Tony?
You put on here something about Chrono Trigger. I don't know if you want to talk about
That's
that.
right. So Chrono Trigger, which I was talking about, I think a couple weeks ago.
Last week.
Was it last week? Okay.
Yeah,
They
week.
released. They finally released their first patch of a series of patches, and in this patch, basically they allowed you to have the retro graphic mode, which closely resembles the actual SNES graphics for the game.
This is
Yeah,
Chrono
didn't-
Trigger for what?
For
PC.
Steam. For Steam.
yeah.
For
yeah.
Steam.
Didn't we
okay.
mention this last week?
No.
I mentioned that they were going to be releasing
He
patches.
said he hoped that they would fix the graphics.
So,
No,
I think I talked about it multiple times. I think the first time I ever talked about it was how they released Chrono Trigger for Steam, but it was the shitty version, and I was sad. And then I think I talked about it again,
Yeah.
where I was saying like, oh, they actually say they're gonna release patches to fix the game, and then now they've actually released the first patch already.
I specifically remember last week you mentioning the graphics patch.
Yeah, I do too.
Oh, really?
Well, you didn't.
But it.
Oh, well,
They
It
hadn't
hadn't
put it
come
in
out
yet.
yet.
yeah,
You just mentioned
but now
it.
it's released.
Yes.
Hooray!
Yeah. As of the 10th, I believe.
Yeah. So that's good. It's good. They say they're gonna be releasing more patches to fix more shit, so that's always cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I like that game. I don't normally like JRPGs. They're so menu driven, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Like management driven, like party management, and like just
it's
like
just all menus, and turn-based fighting to
Although-
me is usually very boring.
I'm
But
very interested
the
in Nino
music-
Kuni too.
in Chrono Trigger's awesome. In what?
Nino Kuni too.
that's not turn based though. I don't think, right?
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
It
Yeah.
is, but it's like you can control your character.
I have
in-
the first one. You can borrow it. Yeah, you can kind of move around in free time.
Oh, is
Or-
this sort of like Final Fantasy 12, where it's kind of like they will
Like, yeah,
do
you
certain
can-
actions automatically, but you could also control them?
No, this one you have to move your character to attack with it on your turn.
It's a really long game.
Oh, Nino Kuni?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do combos and stuff. Like
I
it's a
had the
fighting.
first
Wait, Nino
one.
Kuni or Nino
I
Kuni
did too,
2?
yeah.
Two.
Okay.
Nino Kuni 1 was just turn-based.
Okay, because I heard Nino Kuni 2 is like the combat's like completely different.
Yeah.
Yep, like I said, it's still turn based, but you control your character and do combos like a fighting game.
It's,
So how is it
think
turn-based
of it
then?
like Paper Mario, where you can
when
can
you're doing your
increase
actions,
your own
okay,
actions,
got it.
kind of a thing.
Okay.
Like if you hit buttons at the right time, or you push certain combinations of buttons, it'll do certain things.
Yeah, people are really liking it because of that hybrid style.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of Mario, Paper Mario, when are they going to release a good one of those?
It's been a
The
while.
GameCube one was good.
Yeah, but
People
That
love
was
it.
GameCube.
Oh,
What
you
the
know,
fuck?
The last one they released on the Wii U was like the Color Splash or
Yeah,
whatever,
something like that.
and it was not well received.
Yeah.
all they gotta do is just put it on the, the
Switch?
retro market
Oh.
on the Switch or whatever, right?
We just
People
need to
play
hope
yeah,
that
once
they
that
can do
comes
that.
out.
Yeah, the main problem,
Hopefully.
like I played the 3DS one and they used the sticker system, which fucking sucked. So
It was
Yeah.
I wanted to like it, but I just didn't.
basically like how Sticker Star worked was like your moves were stickers that you collected, but once you use that sticker, you couldn't use it anymore. Like it was just expended. So basically, you didn't want to use your you never want to use your
just
moves.
save
yeah.
them up forever.
Oh, sorry.
That's
yeah,
okay.
and there was like no sense of progression.
My phone, not your phone.
Sorry, I totally was like, that doesn't feel like my phone.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no sense of progression, and it's just like you never want to use your moves, and it just kind of sucks.
I always hate that feeling in games when you hold on to
Like
items.
Destiny 2,
Yeah.
where
like
you,
I
you
have-
didn't want to spend any of your.
Yeah, your currencies or whatever.
No, what? The mods. What the hell are they called?
That
Right.
didn't happen. I used all my mods all the fucking
Yeah,
time.
I was the same way with Destiny. I was like, do I want to be saving these? Do I not want to?
Yeah.
Or just like any
It's
game
just-
where you're just holding on to
yeah.
something and you're
There-
like, dude, I should have just been using
It
this shit.
reminds me of like JRPGs. I'd have like 50 elixirs at the end of the game
Right,
that
right.
fully restore your health and everything. It's like, but I don't know if this is the last
Or
battle
like
or
the
not.
strength potions or
Yeah.
something.
Like, yeah, like Skyrim, like all those games where you have like
A billion of everything.
potions that you could use for temporary consumables. So it's like I ended the game with 999 Phoenix Downs.
Right.
Yeah.
Hooray!
I didn't use a single one of them. Yeah.
Well, I guess speaking of games,
Huh? Well, hold
Oh,
on.
are we done with the
Or do we
news?
have more news?
No, there's one more piece of news.
All right.
The new expansion for Hearthstone came out today.
Oh, yes.
Oh
I want
shit!
to say.
I haven't been
Witchwood?
following that at
Yeah,
all.
the Witchwood, and for those that have not been following it, it's pretty dumb. There's a specific card in this one called the Shutter Walk for Shaman that battle cry, repeat all other battle cries you've played this game in random order.
How much does it
Oh my
cost?
god.
It's a legendary.
How much does it cost?
What do you mean?
Like the mana cost.
Oh, it's 9.
Okay.
But the problem is, it's pretty much once you play that card, you've won. Because there's a card that'll copy another card as a battle cry. There's a card that'll deal 3 damage to heal you for 3 as battle cry.
Wait, so there's a card that copies a battle cry?
It's the card that copies all other battle cries you've played in the game.
What was the other card that you just talked about? Sorry.
So the combo is you play a battle cry, you play a minion that has battle cry, copy this minion. You play another one that's battle cry, deal 3 damage, heal 3 health. Another one, battle cry, return all other minions to your hand, they cost 1. So you play this once, you get like 30 of them in your hand that each cost 1, and every time you play it, it does all of it over and over and over again. So it's literally just
They
in
have to
one
patch
turn you can deal 30 damage and heal yourself for 30.
How fast can you do that?
Turn 9. Like and these are just good minions on their own, so this card just breaks it. It's so dumb. And the thing is, there have been multiple articles that have come out where like people that have built the game have been like, this card is ridiculous.
But
This is the most ridiculous card we've released.
Can it be countered or something?
No.
You can send it back to the.
Is it it's a creature, right?
There are cards that it's like once
What?
it's played, send it back to your hand.
No, no, there are not.
A just say no card.
There used to be
What is
cards
this
like
Monopoly deal?
No, there's Counterspell from Mage, which counters a spell, not a minion. There's Repentance from Paladin, which makes the health of a creature you just played 1.
I mean, I don't really
That's
follow
right.
Hearthstone, but I don't think there's a card that cancels out battle cry
There
effects,
isn't.
right?
No, there is not.
They're only
So
cards.
like even if there was a card that made you return to your hand, like it would still trigger the battle cry.
Yeah, the battle cries would
Yeah.
all happen, and quite literally day 1, people have broken the game with this card. They'll have like 11 cards in hand, which is not possible. And
Oh
this,
yeah, I
like-
think I saw a clip of Toast.
yeah, Disguised Toast, first day. I have 11 cards in hand, and I've dealt 30 damage in 1 turn. It's like, well, okay, I guess this card's retarded. I really wish they didn't release that card. It's so dumb.
Do you think it will be nerfed, or is it
Yes.
one of those things where it's like the card is so new, the set is so new, they're still incentivized to like make people want to buy enough packs to get this card, make this deck, and then they'll nerf it?
They're
Probably. Yeah.
well, there
a
has
healthy
been.
mix of both. Of those.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like Hearthstone, ever since they started doing expansions, past like the first couple of them, have just been power creeping like mad.
Have they ever nerfed a card like pretty
Yes.
quickly after release?
No, they've banned a card from being used a couple times in tournaments, but not in the game, which is real stupid. There's this one card that I think they nerfed it, but it took like a couple months, called Yogg Saron.
Oh yeah.
You remember Yogg?
Yeah, I remember.
So
Yogg.
old Yogg was a 7/5 for 10 mana. When you played it,
Was he a member of the Yogg's Cast Jingle Jam 2017?
no,
Okay.
I can't say he was, unfortunately.
I think he might have been.
Will he be a member of the Yogg's Cast
Jingle
Summer
2018.
Bash.
Siesta 2018?
Yes.
Okay.
But anyway, so Yogg Saron, you played him. He was a 10 mana, 7/5 battle cry. For every spell you've played this game, play a spell targets chosen at random.
Yeah.
Random spell, by the way. So you can get randomly 10 pyroblasts to go at someone's face.
I've also seen someone Yogg Saron and lose the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it will pyroblast yourself in the face, too.
Yeah.
I had
But
no
this-
idea about this card.
Yeah, no, they're like...
My name in Fortnite is 10-inch Yogg. No joke.
Yeah, Yogg Saron. It came in the Whispers of the Old God
Well, I didn't know that
expansion,
Jake was a 10 cost 7/5. He seemed
who
pretty,
played random spells randomly.
pretty good, man. Imagine if you're like playing Fortnite and all of a sudden this guy starts hurling fireballs at you.
Bow down
How the
before
fuck
the
is he doing
god
that?
of
Yeah.
death. That's what he says when you play him, by the way.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
I drew him on
Um,
turn 10.
But yeah, no, I feel like ever since like Goblins versus Gnomes, they've just been power creeping and adding random and like all this stuff, and it just, I don't know, the game just doesn't feel like it's playable to a new person anymore.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
just too
know.
messy
I
at
don't
this
really
point. It's too
follow.
messy.
I don't really follow the Hearthstone meta at all. But like, I just look at some new cards. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this? And I just never played.
Yeah, Shutterwalk is literally before the set came out. They're like, this is a stupid card.
Yeah. The only reason why I kind of dipped back into Hearthstone last year was because of that new mode that they introduced for free with the that set before this current one.
Oh yeah, the dungeon run.
Yeah, the dungeon run thing.
Yeah.
So that was really fun, but because I didn't have
kobolds and catacombs.
I didn't have to. I didn't have to spend a dime on it, and like it was like a full-fledged game mode, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was nice of them. And then they released this set and ruined everything again.
Yep.
I don't know. I just don't really follow the meta at all. I don't think spending money on a digital card game is a good idea for me personally.
Unless it's Magic the Gathering.
Speaking of Magic the Gathering, you guys were talking about EDH decks.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is EDH?
So EDH,
Commander, also known as.
So the original
Elder
mode,
Dragon.
the original casual mode is called EDH, which stood for Elder Dragon Highborn.
Highborn.
And how this mode works is essentially you construct a deck of 100 cards, which are singleton, which basically means that there's only one of each card except for basic lands.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those cards is your commander or your
commander.
your elder, whatever. And basically they are your elder.
Your main twink.
Yeah, essentially. This card is supposed to be a legendary creature, and the
or
only
a planeswalker.
that's new.
Yeah.
That was actually not always the rule.
Yeah.
But it's either a legendary creature or a planeswalker, and basically all the cards in your deck have to share a color with the fucking commander. So
it'll all be one color.
So
No.
no. So like you could have a multicolor commander that's like, let's say red, blue, green. Then all the cards in your deck have to be red, blue, and or green.
Oh, I see.
So or colorless.
Gotcha.
And so basically you duked it out with other people who had their own commanders, and essentially there was two different forms of damage. You either had you could eliminate another player by either dealing, I think it's 40 health.
Yeah.
40 health or 20 commander damage, which basically means that any ability or direct damage caused by the commander, that specific commander,
Basically does double.
Wait, what?
It would basically do double up until 20, and then even if they're like 100 health, it would still kill them. So you start with 40 health, but you only need to do half of that with your commander to win.
Okay, no. For
to the
maybe it's
viewers, I
different.
apologize.
Maybe it's different, but like
I didn't mean to open this.
It was actually
that's fine.
two different health pools. So it's either you do 40 damage like normally, or you do 20 commander damage. So like doing commander damage wouldn't deal damage to their regular health pool.
That we'll have to look that up later.
Okay, well, the person who introduced me to the game played it like that, so like it might have just been like a house rule kind of deal.
Sounds like a neat mode.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's fun. I always like Chaos Magic, though.
I had this one deck
You guys did
where
not.
Pretty dumb.
I had this one deck where the commander basically made other people draw cards, but then every time, like there are effects in the game where every time other players drew cards, they took damage, and then you gained health. So it's kind of retarded. So
I like the colorless commander, so you can only play artifacts.
yeah, it's good. Or colorless cards.
Those are strong.
Yeah, good times.
All
EDH,
right.
it's a fun game mode. I know that Magic themselves released a lot of their own pre-constructed commander decks, so
They're pretty good.
That's like a good way to get into the format, especially since a lot of commander decks, if you try to assemble it yourself, could cost a shit ton of money. So I know some of my EDH decks actually cost quite a bit.
You can buy individual cards from Wizard.
Of course you can.
From Wizard?
Wizard of the Coast.
You can now?
Actually, no. What was that? That one website?
There's lots of websites that you can sell your cards
Channel
on.
Fireball.
Star City Games.
Yeah, that's it.
That is not
That's not
Star
Wizards.
Citizen
That's not
games.
Wizards at all.
No, not Star Citizen. That's never gonna come out.
No, I couldn't remember the site.
Dude, imagine if it does.
I don't care.
And
if
it turns
does.
no, imagine if it doesn't, but it turns out they're using all their funding to like actually research like space travel technology.
They actually make it to Mars first.
Yeah. It's like fuck you, SpaceX. We're
Elon
doing
Musk
this shit.
is actually the one making the game.
What?
Elon Musk
Elon
is
Musk
making,
is making the game.
Dude,
But
Elon
then
Musk is
it
so
would've been
like
out,
fucking
or at
random
least-
and crazy. Like like he had like some random venture where you could buy a flamethrower for $500 or some shit.
He shot a car into space.
That's also
Yeah.
true.
His car. His Tesla Roadster. Like,
That's
Yeah.
pretty fucking cool.
I mean, you have to be pretty baller to do that. So
That is true.
Yeah.
Like rockets that could re-land, that's fucking cool. Like I never thought
That was
saves
the
a lot of
coolest-
resources.
like
Coolest thing.
it doesn't sound super sci-fi, but that's actually pretty fucking sci-fi.
Yeah, it
That
is.
sounds sci-fi.
Well, okay.
It's just something you take for granted in sci-fi.
yeah,
Yeah.
it just
Yeah.
doesn't sound like flashy
Right.
in the way like
it
sci-fi
could
could
land. Yeah, like
be. You know, like
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know,
that would just-
teleporters
it
It
would
are
would just be
sci-
matter of fact.
It's not sexy sci-fi, but it's practical sci-fi that's pretty much necessary.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Yeah.
So,
Video games.
Yeah, what did we
We're a
play
video
this
games
week?
Yeah.
podcast.
What did we play this week, Jake?
Tell
Tell me.
me.
Start with you.
Oh, you start with me? Okay.
Gotta keep you on
catch
your
you off
toes.
guard.
On your toesies.
That's all right. I gotta stay light on my toes. That's how I do's it. You gotta stay.
joke.
You gotta stay ready so that you don't have to get ready.
There you go.
Oh wow.
Take that and
Words to live by.
None of this
Smoke
preparing.
it.
Just
chew on that.
Go.
Is that like a
Yeah.
Confucius term, but a Jake term?
Confucius
No,
say
I didn't-
you
I
have to
didn't-
stay ready, so you don't have to get ready. Is it?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that's
But
close enough.
Confucius gets confused sometimes too. Okay, like confused is part of Confucius's name.
Right.
It's true. What'd you play, Jake?
Okay. I got Fury.
Oh shit!
I sold all my PUBG crates, and Fury was on sale for $10, so I got Fury for free. That was
Is,
dope.
is that the really gory game?
No,
Okay.
it's all boss fights.
Oh yeah.
It
yeah.
sort of looks kind of cell shaded, but it's not.
It's like the bullet hellish type game.
No.
Or
It's
am I-
Yeah.
it's a boss rush game where like
You
you
just-
have like
There's a
shoot
lot of
forever.
dodging.
it's like swordplay, right?
Yeah, there's like, so every boss has like a number of like phases,
I think it was something.
and
else.
each phase has like two separate phases. Like
You're right.
the first one would be, you're kind of ranged a little bit, so there's some shooting involved and a lot of dodging, and then there's like a close up fight, like physical fight, slashing and dodging phase. Those are like the two little mini phases of each, phase of every boss. And every boss has like a completely different theme. It's super fun. It's pretty difficult.
Is that the game with like the '80s color scheme kind of?
Yeah, yes, and all of the music is what was this stuff called? Something wave.
Synthwave?
Is that what it's called? I was
No.
gonna just randomly say synthwave.
It's like that '80s, like real kind of chill '80s, like techno vibe kind of.
I get what
Age.
you're saying. Yeah.
Huh?
New Age?
No.
Not New Age.
Anyways, really cool music.
How many bosses have you fought?
I've fought
All of them.
3. I think I'm on the 3rd one right now. Dude, the music is like why I bought the game. I watched the trailer. I was like, oh shit, I need to play this. It feels fair. Like it's like difficult, but
In a fair way.
In a fair way, yeah. You keep going, oh, okay, that's how I dodge that. Oh, okay, that's what I need to do. But like the music makes it super intense and super fun.
What is this? It's on Steam?
Fury,
there's-
F-U-R-I.
Oh, that's why. Like, there's no game called Fury
Yeah,
at all.
F-U-R-I.
So it's like a nice little package in terms of like aesthetic combined with
It's actually
sound.
furry.
Yeah,
Furry.
yeah, furry.
20.
It's where you
Foodie.
get into a animal suit and yiff with all your friends.
Oh God.
It's $20 right now.
What's a yiff?
It came out 2 years ago.
Don't answer that question.
Yeah, $20 is the retail price, but it was on sale for $10, and I was like,
I think that game actually released for Switch, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't remember if it did.
dude,
or
if it's
not.
on Switch, you should get it.
I'll look into it.
I'll just.
All right. Well,
All right, so that game's super fun. I've been playing that a little bit.
what else you got?
I played.
Oh, yeah. It did come out for Switch, yeah.
Oh, nice. I played some of the new 4x4 kilometer PUBG map because they had a closed beta test for it. Did you play it?
I did not. I downloaded it, but I actually never
Ah.
played it because I just was not interested in PUBG at the time.
Gotcha. It's called Project Savage.
But I heard it was like super beta. Like there was no textures for certain
oh,
things.
no textures.
Buildings didn't have
A
like
bunch
furniture
of
in them.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Which was actually. At first, I was like, man, that's janky as fuck. But I actually really liked that aspect because you could hop into a building and you would immediately see all the loot. And that was all you could see. That and just gray floor.
That's kind of nice.
And
in
it
a way.
was nice because there was a ton of loot everywhere. It felt like, I don't know, it made me wish that the rest of the game was like that because it wasn't about like scavenging around and like trying to like find loot, going through like 8 houses and only finding a pistol. Like you would just hop in and be like, oh shit, there's an M4. Oh shit, there's another one. Look at all this ammo all over the place. Because it was so close quarters.
Did you feel like it was more fair in that sense then? Like you feel like, oh, I didn't die because that guy outgunned me. I died because I found a pistol and this guy found a fucking...
Right,
you know.
there was none of that, really, which was nice. I died a lot because there were so many people.
Right.
And
it's like constant action.
It's so close quarters. Like, you cannot stop moving. Like, I died so many times looting. Just like going over to the corpse, like, you're pretty much like always in someone's view. And because like the circle, 5 minutes in is so small, and the map's already small. You get into a firefight, pretty much everyone that's still in the server knows exactly where you are. So it was cool. So like suppressors were like very useful in this mode. Like the VSS was like king.
Actually useful.
Yeah.
Nice.
VSS was dope. The crossbow was a lot of fun on there, and
Good old
flash
crossbow.
hiders were actually useful.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Like I took flash hiders over compensators a lot.
Dude, I like the fact that the VSS is good again in that mode.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's cool.
2Xs were like all you needed. Like 8X was not.
Most times they'll fuck you over more.
Like 4X was the most you needed for like a sniper.
That's pretty
which
cool.
was sweet. But yeah, like a M4 with a 2X, you were good.
Do you think the map itself was well designed?
Yeah, the map itself was actually pretty cool.
I know it's like a tropical theme, right?
Yeah, it's like a small island. There's like, I thought there was going to be a lot of water, because from the picture it looked like there was going to be like, there's going to be like a water. There's actually very little, so it didn't actually make a difference. Yeah, it was really cool. I mean, the first day it was like everyone would drop at the center of this like training zone, and like almost everyone would die. So you'd be like 3 minutes in, there's like 20 people left, and the circle's still huge. I'm like, oh my god, here we go, waiting game. But after a couple days, that stopped happening. It was super fun. I'm actually really excited for it.
Yeah, I hope it gets added to the regular. I do want to try that map out for sure.
Because other than that map, I'm pretty like, I haven't played much PUBG at all.
Yeah,
it's been pretty boring.
I'm with you there.
Yeah,
It just doesn't feel good to play, really, compared to like Fortnite.
Well, that's the thing. I got into Fortnite, and I've been playing a lot of Fortnite.
Yeah.
Now. Because Fortnite, all right, you get into a match, or you get into the matchmaking is like instant, and then you're in the lobby, and it goes, match starts in 10, 9. So 10-second wait time, and then the bus is relatively short compared to the plane in PUBG, and the skydiving is faster.
The map is smaller too.
Yeah, the map's smaller, the skydiving's faster. So like you can probably, like, even if you get in Fortnite and die immediately, you can get like 3 to 5 games in before you'd ever even touch ground in PUBG.
Yeah.
So it was just like, well, I'm wasting my time playing PUBG. I'm just gonna play Fortnite until they get their shit together, basically.
Yeah.
So I'm playing a lot of Fortnite. Perfect segue. And oh my god, the skill ceiling has risen
Dramatically.
so far from the last time I played. Holy crap. I am just getting domed left and right. People are so fast with the building now. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I'll shoot at someone and they immediately have like,
A skyscraper, right? Like,
it's nuts. Like, I think, I think I'm okay with the building. Like, I get frustrated a lot. Like, I'm trying to like, I'll try and build like a ramp next to another ramp, and it'll like turn it. It'll like rotate it. I'm like, no, not that way. Like weird little finicky shit like that. So I'm still getting used to it. But, man, people are just so fast with the building.
Oh yeah.
Almost every fight ends in like some ridiculous building fight, and me just trying to figure out where the fuck the other person is. I don't know. I've been watching like some streamers and stuff play. I don't know how they keep track of, like, while they're building this crazy fort, they are somehow able to like still see where the other person is through like 10 layers of walls. Just like, what do you? How does anyone keep track of this
Yeah,
shit?
because like when you're building shit and when your opponent's building shit, they're like pieces of wall flying together. And there's just like so much happening on the screen. People are like jumping around and shit. You can sometimes see people through walls a little bit, but you can't shoot them because there's like a wall building in front of it. It's just like
I've picked up some cool little tricks though. You know, you can like
edit. Yeah,
the editing stuff. No one used to do the editing shit when I was playing before. So I don't know, it's
I
cool.
don't know what you're talking about.
So like when you put down a wall, you can edit the wall. So you can like edit a door in, for example, or you could edit like
a window.
Yeah, a window, or you could like cut out like a diagonal piece of it, or like you can create an arch out of a wall or something. So like you can only edit walls that you put down. So if somebody boxes themselves in, you can shoot out the roof and then replace the ceiling with your ceiling. And so they think they're safe, but when you click edit, you can select pieces to remove and you can see through, but they can't.
Nice.
So you can just see them standing there and then you confirm the edit and just immediately blast them in the face with the shotgun because you had time to like see where they were and they couldn't see anything.
That's pretty crazy.
I mean, they could see you maybe through like cracks in the wall, but I've seen a lot of people they'll do like an emote, like before they edit through the wall because it kind of makes the other person like drop their guard a little bit. So they're the other person does an emote, and then maybe they'll start doing one too, and then they just edit and blast them straight in the face with the shotgun.
That's crazy.
pretty good.
Yeah. So that, and then also the PlayStation, they changed the controls for the Pro Builder controls for the controller. So before you had to like cycle through all your buildings, just like you did with your weapons with L1, R1. Now they made it so that like the ramps are on L2 and the walls are on R2 or something like that. So each shoulder button has its own building type. So you can build way faster now with the controller, which is pretty cool.
I can't do it. It's too hard for me.
Well, I can't either, but this means that people have a better chance
Console
now.
players have a better chance.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Kind of like when they nerfed some Overwatch characters.
Well, consoles and
Console.
PC can't play together on Overwatch.
Yeah, console and PC are
Mutually exclusive.
balanced differently.
Yeah.
Like
Torbjorn is
console Torbjorn is different
nerfed
from
on
PC Torbjorn.
console.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, I've been really enjoying Fortnite. Just like, I don't know. It's refreshing and it's frustrating because I suck, but it's not frustrating to the point where I'm like, I don't want to play anymore. I just keep going. Like, all right, next game.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I have it's easier to have like a happier mindset with Fortnite than it is with PUBG currently.
Yeah, I just feel like PUBG, like you were saying, like, there's like such a long load up time.
There's
to
so much overhead
getting into the action
per game. Yeah.
that like if you drop and then die immediately, it's like I just wasted so much fucking time just to die.
Right.
While in Fortnite, it's like okay, I'll just hop back into a game real quick. I'm in another game in less than like 2 minutes. You know, so it's like so fast.
I know. Yeah, it's great. I love it. So that's been fun. I did play PUBG Mobile this week.
How's that?
Dude, it runs way better on the phone than it does on the PC.
So dumb.
Tencent completely made Bluehole look terrible. I mean, as if they didn't already look terrible. But
To be fair, Tencent is much bigger than Bluehole, but it still doesn't make them look good.
Well, I mean, I still think it's bullshit that a $30 game on console and PC is released in a better form for free on mobile. Like, I just think that's ridiculous.
it
Like, they
looks
had the
almost
budget to
just as
hire
good.
Tencent to do this, right?
Yeah.
Like, they brought the work to them. They paid them to do that.
Oh, I thought
And
they were
they made
owned
it-
by Tencent. Is that not the case?
No.
Oh,
I don't think so.
No, Tencent.
PUBG Corp?
yeah.
PUBG, I don't think they're owned by Tencent.
Okay.
But either way, Tencent built this thing like that, and it was way better. It's like it just doesn't make sense to me. It's kind of dumb.
Yeah. Well, it runs great on the phone. I have the 6S, and it runs great on there, but I was playing on an iPad as well. It's awesome. I haven't lost yet. I've won every game.
It's not crossplay, right?
No.
It's just mobile to mobile players.
Yes.
Okay.
I've seen that people are putting like mouse and keyboard into they're like docking
Their
the
phone.
iPad with a mouse and keyboard. But even then, I still haven't lost. I think I'm like 7 games in.
Nice.
Wow.
Done some solos. I've done some squads.
Look at this guy over.
Yeah, my KD is like, I don't know.
50.
Yeah,
Infinite.
something like that.
I mean, if you've won every game, technically you've never died.
Well, that's
Right.
not actually not true if he's in squads, because he could die. And
I
his
His
teammates-
downed and died are different.
I haven't
right?
died.
No, but I'm just saying.
I've never
If he
even
died
come-
in squads, the rest of his squad could still win.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I haven't even come close to dying.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
So you're,
ridiculous.
you're fucking shitting on these bitches.
Yeah, there's a lot of like cheesy things that you can do though. Like I'll run around a lot with just an M16 on burst. I just hip fire, sprinting.
And it works?
Yeah,
So
and
it's
it-
just,
and it
it's just
works.
tactics that work tactics that wouldn't work on the PC version work
Oh, yeah.
extremely well on mobile.
Yeah, I played an entire game just driving around with the UAZ running people over
Nice.
yesterday. I won like that
And if it feels good to control,
with the UAZ.
or just in general.
Yeah, I mean it feels good enough. I don't know. I think a lot of a lot of it is like, I think a lot of people on the mobile game don't necessarily know the map. It's the Aaron Gall map on PUBG, so there's that, or they're not familiar with the game or whatever. But I don't know. I'll start getting shot at, and it's like I'll turn around,
Murder them.
aim at them, and just pop a couple shots in the head, and they're dead. And I took like 1 damage. The looting is easier. It automatically picks up loot that you can use and automatically equips it to your weapon.
That's nice.
Damn. So it's just
If there's a level 3 helmet that they have that has more health than yours, it'll automatically pick that up and put it on and drop.
What about the discrepancy between like a damage level 3 versus like a full health level 2?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think it highlights it and you can just tap it. It just pops up. It's not like the PC
you have to open
inventory
your
screen.
inventory.
It's like this little pop-up that just shows up above, like it's like part of the screen, and it's like a little modal, and you just click on the things that you want, and
Holy
that's
shit!
it.
They basically fixed the game.
I don't know why.
Yeah,
like
dude, the
it's
game-
very easy to add in, even on the PC version. E to pick up, F to equip. Why don't they do that?
Because E is lean.
Oh yeah, E is lane.
Okay, add a different button then.
Shift E.
Something like that. Yeah,
That could work.
yeah. Like that's an easy fix.
But
I feel like.
But then you couldn't go back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it just shows the
Yeah.
difference in experience between Bluehole and Tencent. Like Tencent know what the fuck they're doing. They have the know-how and the resources to make to ship out a mobile version of PUBG like nothing.
Yeah.
While like Bluehole's a bunch of fucking,
noobs.
like headless chickens trying to push out like updates while also suing the pants off people. So it's like, all
Yeah.
right,
PUBG Corp
Priorities.
is suing, not Bluehole.
Yeah, you okay, Tony?
you correct me again. I'm just kidding.
Well, it's true though. I think they're two different entities.
But it's
at this
cool. It's
point.
cool that it's a good product. Do you know what the payment like or the payment model is in that game?
I've seen things pop up that's like, oh, there's like rewards or whatever, like crates and clothes and shit. I don't really care about any of that.
You play for the thrill of murder.
I just play. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even look at my character.
I mean,
So-
that makes sense because are you playing first person or third person?
It's third person only.
It's third person only. Okay.
I don't know how they would make.
Are all the
that first
mechanics the
person.
same, like vaulting and stuff?
Yep. There's vaulting. It works really well. It's sad, dude. How well it works compared to the PC game.
And the PC game is
Yeah, because in that
$30.
PC game, vaulting fucking breaks half the time. Like I can't. Oh, like I'm
I
running up
had
to this
to-
wall. I'm trying to scale. Okay, I can't. Well, let me just move over to my right, like 2 feet. Okay, now I can scale.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, no, it's gone again.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Perfect. Absolute
So
perfection.
Tencent is kicking some ass,
Yeah.
and Bluehole needs to get their shit together.
And there's like no there's in the PUBG on PC you'll get stuck with your parachute. That's never happened on the mobile game.
That happens to me like every third game
Yeah.
where I'm just like stuck in midair or like right above the ground and then I get shot to death because
What the hell is that?
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
also
you're just like floating above the ground with your parachute, and
it's like
it
I just
takes
got
like
my
10
dick out.
seconds before it's like press
You
F
got
to
me.
cut away, and then you cut away, and now you're dropping from like a 30-story building. And you take like most of your life in damage.
Like- or
Yeah.
no, I mean you'll just knock yourself out. It's like, ah! Yeah. And my teammate's like, "What'd you do, you fucking idiot?" It's like, I didn't do anything. He's like,
Uh,
Yeah, I remember.
there's even voice chat on the mobile game,
No.
and it
What?
works. And it works. It's like not trash.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Even Nintendo can't get that right.
No, they can't.
Well, they chose not to get that right. Let's be honest.
Because it's better for us.
Yeah,
consumers.
they know what's better for us. It's funny. I was the last time I played PUBG. I think out of the like 3 or 4 games I played, the first and the third, so like half of them, I like lost my UI completely and like had to do some weird button combination and then it still didn't reset. So then I had to like press escape a couple times and then it popped back in. I was like, what the? You know, it's like,
it's fucked.
what is going on with this game?
The only jankiness like that I ever experienced in Fortnite was it's happened to me like 3 days in a row now. Every time a patch comes out, it resets my emote thing to B, and I have my ramps set at V on my keyboard. So I'll accidentally click B, and the little wheel shows up, and it says right click to cancel, and I click right click, and it doesn't go away. And I'm just like, fucking fuck, and I die.
I don't really.
I have like 4 clips of that happening to me.
Rip.
That's sad.
In terms of jankiness, for Fortnite, I mostly just see like random disconnects.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks because in Fortnite, if you disconnect, you just die.
Oh, you're done.
Yeah, it insta kills you. Then, it just instantly kills you. You can't like join back or anything, and which kind of sucks. Also, I don't know if they fixed this yet, but if you're breaking like easily breakable objects like haystacks or like crops or something, it'll actually phase you through the thing you hit first, and then it'll explode behind you. So that's like like it almost feels like lag in a way.
Weird.
Yeah, but
I haven't seen that.
other than that, it performs pretty damn good, honestly. So and like there isn't a lot of things in the game that will cause you to have weird physics, mostly just because like they don't have vehicles in the game. I feel like half the shit in video games that has weird physics is usually caused by vehicles.
Yeah.
And like
You can fly yourself on the guided missiles,
that's true.
although they nerfed those.
With the guided missiles?
Yeah.
How they
Actually, okay, well, they made them slower to turn
Okay.
and slower just speed-wise.
Okay.
So, like, it turns real slow. And it actually, they broke it so hard they took them out today.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Until they fix it.
Okay. Interesting.
At least they're taking that action.
Yeah. Yeah,
Epic's been
Fortnite
great
also
at
has like
doing stuff.
things like if there's something wrong with the game or the server, there's actually something in the game that tells you.
Oh really?
Yeah. Like
I did not notice that.
like in the menu, there'll be a thing at the bottom like, "Hey, we're experiencing some server issues."
Oh, that part, yeah.
Which like PUBG, it just keeps saying cannot connect to server, and you
Yeah.
just have to click retry until like 5 times. So
Or
you're like,
then you
okay,
check-
I think their servers are down. You got to go check their Twitter.
Or the Twitter or the Reddit, the subreddit. It's like, hey, is PUBG down for anyone else? It's like, okay, yeah, it's fucking down for
yeah.
them too.
Yep.
Pathetic. All right, well, those are those games, and then Vermintide too.
Oh, you have it?
Ah, nice.
I got it.
Nice.
I tried to play it with you 2 nights ago, and you're like, "I'm busy playing Rainbow Six Siege."
I'm sorry.
Spoiler alert for what games
Son
you
of
played
a
this week.
bitch.
No, we should totally. All 4 of us have it now. We should totally have
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
a Vermintide night.
I played a little bit of the dwarf guy,
Okay.
just the ranger class of him, the first one. I didn't really know if I was supposed to be playing like range, like staying away from everyone, or if he's like more of like a tanky character.
He's more of for that specific class. He's a range guy.
Yeah. Okay, well, that was the first thing I did, so I was a little confused on just like I didn't know any of the classes or like it really exactly how to play or even what the game was, So I did that for a little bit and that was fun. And then the other day I played the
Elf.
no like the tall guy with the 2-hander.
Oh,
The mercenary.
The
Yeah.
British guy.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the class, mercenary. I don't remember his name.
Yeah, mercenary. I think is
in
the
the
first
character
class.
select screen is the very left dude.
He's the big, tall, normal-looking guy.
Yeah, if you hit
He's
3
the
people with your thing, you get like a 10% speed bonus for 6 seconds, and then his like ability was like it grants everybody
Gruber. I think his name's Gruber.
Gruber.
Shit. I'm gonna check.
I
But I'm
didn't
pretty sure.
expect that.
I'm pretty sure his name is Gruber.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty fun.
It's a fun game.
It is a pretty fun game. It's an interesting game because there are times where you like get pretty.
Oh, Kruber. Marcus Kruber.
Yeah, Marcus. That's what I was. Yeah. You get pretty swarmed in that game.
Oh yeah.
Which is fun. Seems like it'd be pretty difficult to be certain. I don't know. Every character seems to have like difficulties,
Yeah,
which is kind of cool.
Since this last patch, they made it where you have to actually be more tactical. You can't just hack your way through the waves.
It's
as
definitely
much.
yeah.
they're definitely trying to like orient your team as like an actual team that like focuses on their strengths
Yeah.
and does that because I know a lot of groups are just able to just blast through just YOLO just because that's not
Right.
yeah
Yeah.
Bless you.
Bless
You again.
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. You know, I did some of the crafting, and it seems like I have quite a bit to get into there with the crafting and stuff.
My only suggestion to you is to keep your commendation chests. Those are your chests that you receive every time you level up, just because the chests that you get from those will kind of
like the plain
These are the
looking
war
ones?
boxes.
No, not those, right? Like not the soldier general
not
like
the
general's
ones, yeah.
war box.
So you want to open those as soon as you can, just because those have.
But like those yellow
Yeah,
normal
those
looking
yellow
ones,
yeah.
Those are the only ones I've been opening.
Yeah, same. I thought it was the opposite.
no.
No, it's the other way around because the commendation boxes, those plain looking ones,
Yeah,
they
scale with your
Scale.
level.
they scale with
Some
your level.
Destiny shit right there.
So, but they scale with your level on when you open
When
them.
you open it, yeah.
But then the boxes that you get at the end of the level, those only scale for the level that you completed.
Oh, I didn't
your
know that.
current level.
Oh,
I've been doing
well,
it
I'm
so
only
wrong.
level 6, so
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
So like basic, but then once
I
you
have
hit
a
like
lot to
level
get into
30
still.
on a class,
Yeah.
you could basically open like 30 chests of a level 30 eye level. You know,
okay.
as opposed to
Interesting.
like, you know, just constantly getting slightly better
Okay,
gear.
so save the gold chests.
Yeah.
Open the gray boxes.
open the
Yes.
other ones. Yeah,
Yes.
good
Got
to
it.
know. Good to know.
Yeah.
I don't.
Cool.
I'm totally backwards.
Yeah, there's still a
Son
lot
of
for
a
me to learn
bitch.
about the game, like all the classes and like exactly what weapons each class should be using and all that stuff.
I mean, I think mostly for that, unless you're min-maxing, just kind of use whatever weapons feel good to you.
Yeah,
you know?
that's basically what I've been doing.
Another way to...
I was playing with like a sword and shield for a little bit for one of the quick runs, and this dude in my group was like, "Why the fuck aren't you using your Talbert or whatever?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? I'm the only tank dude. I'm using a shield so I can actually block things." And he's like, "You're not doing any damage. You're supposed to do damage." And I'm like,
He's one of those fucking guys.
yeah, he was like, "Why is the elf shooting the cannon? That doesn't even make sense in the lore."
I could totally see him pushing the glasses up the bridge of his nose while saying that.
This dude was like, me and my buddy who were playing, like, we like to fuck around on the voice chat and stuff, and even this dude was making us go like, this guy, fucking hell, can't
Yeah.
wait to end this.
Another good way to raise your power level is to, like, when you break down, like, equipment that you don't need, you could craft, like, a random piece of gear of any type.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of a gamble, but sometimes you'll get gear that is of a higher power level.
Yeah.
And I think overall, as you're scaling, like, towards the end game and you're not at the end game itself, the power level number itself is the most important thing. Even if, like,
Gotcha.
you have a lower rarity thing that's a higher power level over a thing that's, like, higher rarity but it's lower power level, you still just want to keep that until, like, later on.
Right, gotcha. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I'm totally down to play with you guys.
Yep.
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah,
Let's
it'd be
do it.
fun.
I'm
Gotta
ready.
schedule it.
And then
Yeah.
the only other game I played was Factorio, which
Oh,
I'm
nice.
still
More of
having
that,
fun
yeah.
with. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I mean, it's one of those games that I can actually sit on the couch and just like, you know, you have to use a mouse, but like I just put the mouse on the couch thing next to me and just play with that, and
It's
I can
relaxing.
actually have TV going while I play, because like a lot of it is thinking and like designing like in my head like what exactly I want to do. And
Like, there's no, like, narrative that you have to follow, so you could kind of, like, watch something as you're playing.
yeah, I mean there's action in terms of like there are aliens and stuff, but if you have your shit set up pretty well,
take
eventually
care
it
of
gets to
itself.
the point. Yeah, you can kind of just like kind of play a little more passively and just think about what you want to do next. And I don't know, a lot of it for me is just like coming up with cool designs for stuff and like automating things in a neat way.
Cool.
I've definitely put on some like let's play playthroughs on YouTube to see what other people do. And
Day 9 would be a good one to watch, I think.
He plays
Day
Factorio.
9.
He did for a while, yeah.
Oh, okay. I've definitely fallen asleep like on the couch to watching a couple of those this week. Like I woke up at like 6 a.m. to the sun rising. I'm like, oh fuck. And I go check my YouTube playlist later, and I got through like 20 of the videos because it was on autoplay. And I'm like, I have no idea where I fell asleep. There goes that playthrough, and then I'll just find another one. I've gone through like 6 of them like that.
Oh, there you go.
But I have a basic understanding of how most people start the game now.
It's good.
Which it's not. It's actually like, if I need to go to bed, maybe that's what I need to do is just put those on.
Because they're
You
fucking
know,
like.
earlier I said I couldn't go to sleep. I just need to put on one of those Let's Play things because it's kind of boring.
Especially for like Factorial, where it's like seems to be very detail oriented and like kind of like they just break every single minute kind of thing down, and then I'm already falling
There's
asleep.
just like a lot of
explaining
machinery, background noise, and like whoever's narrating it, it's like, okay, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and build this.
Oh boy.
And you just hear like a dook 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 from them putting
Damn,
down.
so it's almost just like white noise.
It's like watching someone play Minecraft. Like you're gonna fall asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So those are the games I've been playing.
Damn, you played some games.
Yeah, I played some games.
Played some fucking
No
games.
MLB. I've been staying away from it.
Show.
Yeah, I'm afraid if I get it, I'm just gonna
Fucking lose
not
your
play
life to
anything
it.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not my life. I like playing other games with friends, and I only know one other person that has the show. So
Okay.
Cool.
All right, Matt.
yeah.
Games.
Not
What
too
you
many
got?
this week. So I've been playing a lot more of MTG Arena. And they haven't released any patches since the last
Magic
time.
the Gathering Arena.
Yes.
That's what that's short for.
No,
Yeah.
just MTG.
MTG, you know. My initials, Arena.
Yeah.
How do you play Magic the Gathering? Can you?
Oh, God. Okay. So
So you tap the mana.
unlike Hearthstone, you don't get mana every turn. You actually have cards in your deck.
Okay, please stop.
Yeah. So,
I'm sorry.
anyways, the game, like, it's Magic. So it comes with all the good and the bad of Magic. You know, every now and then you get into a game and you have to mulligan down to 2 cards, and you're just like, I just fucking lost already.
You know that feeling really sucks, especially when it happens to you
A
in
couple
real
times
life.
in
No,
the-
in
oh,
real life.
Yeah.
Like you're at
Yeah.
the card shop in a like
In a Friday-
at an F&M,
Yeah.
a Friday Night Magic, and
You draw no lands your first hand. You're like,
and then
okay, I'll mulligan.
you just constantly mull, and your opponent's just like, that's rough, man. Like that's like when even your opponent is like pitying you, it's like, woo, it's not a good time.
So for those that don't play Magic, mulligan basically means you start with 7 cards. If you don't like what you got, you can put them back into the deck, shuffle it up, and draw 6 instead of
So
7.
basically, every time you mulligan, there's a
draw one
penalty
less.
where you draw one less card,
Yeah.
which is a huge disadvantage, and especially in a card game.
Yeah, you do get to look at the top card of your deck now and either put it on the top or on the bottom. They changed that, but still, like, every once in a while I get into a game, it's like, oh, my first hand has 1 mana. I got a mulligan. Oh, my next hand only has 1 mana.
Or their next hand is,
zero.
oh, it's all mana. Great.
Yeah,
So,
then you mulligan, and by the time you get down to 2 cards, you're like, well, I guess I lost. I've been into a couple games where like that, but instead I got like really close to getting back to victory, and then I'm like down to like 1 HP. I'm like, oh, please don't play like lightning bolt or something stupid.
And they fucking bolt
and
you
they
every time.
draw the top card because we're both top decking at this point, of course. They draw lightning bolt, and I'm like, son of a bitch. Just
yep.
real close. Those
Feels
kind
bad.
of things. But yeah, Magic's really fun. I don't think I would ever buy physical cards anymore, just because.
EDH.
Yeah, EDH is like the one thing I'll play, but I have a couple of those decks, and I really hope they add that in to
I don't think I have one
MTG
anymore.
Arena.
You can use some of mine if you want.
It's
I
true.
just have to admit. Do I have? I don't know. I have a lot of pre-made.
I bought one of
decks,
the
not pre-made.
pre-made EDH decks and then just edited a couple aspects of it to my liking, and it works out pretty well actually. They give you pretty decent cards.
No, they do. But they also give you a lot of shit cards. But like that's fine
Yeah.
for a casual format.
Oh yeah. But yeah, it doesn't seem to be as buggy as it used to be. So maybe they've been making small patches here and there. It still has the bug where if you search the deck, it'll just show the wrong card for the rest of the game on top of
Nice.
your deck, which I've reported to them a couple times. So hopefully they'll get on that. It still feels pretty generous. It gives you a pack every 5 wins. It gives you a free card every win. And sometimes it'll give you pretty decent cards. Like I got a couple Mystic Rares from just winning a couple games. Which
Okay,
feels
to be
pretty
fair,
nice.
Mythic Rares could be pretty fucking garbage though. But yeah.
Well, you know what I mean.
Sorry, that was Instagram. I'm the best at posting. All right.
Are
Carry
you-
on.
They
Are
give
you
you a
done?
pack every 5 games.
Every 5 wins.
Wins. I bet.
Yeah. But yeah, other than MTG, I've just been playing more Into the Breach. I've been using that team that shoots acid.
Oh yeah.
I don't like it as, the base team is just so good. Like the very first team they give you, because everyone displaces. And I feel like in that game, displacement is a big part of that game. So every team that doesn't have like at least 2 displacement mechanisms is rough.
I'm still trying to find that custom squad that like just feels so good to use, but like nothing that I've made so far works at all. So nothing as good as like the Frost team. Like the Frost team's really good in my opinion, especially if you have the shield bitch or the base team. Yeah.
Yeah, base team, especially once you get the dashing punch.
Oh yeah.
It's so good.
It just feels good.
The shield bitch or the armored guy.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the armored guy is ridiculous.
Armored guy.
Dude, he's so good.
He just
I
gives
love
armor.
that there's no names for these characters.
Nope.
I think they actually do have names too, which
They do.
but
I did
knows?
find another guy that was actually really good, where it gives you an extra reset.
yeah, I actually just found him this week too.
He's really good too, but like, I especially like it when I have him plus the armor guy. That's my favorite combination right there.
I'm still looking for one more pilot.
One
I just
more?
have one pilot left. He's like at the very top right, but
Who's your favorite pirate? Not pirate, pilot.
it's between the shield girl. Being
The
respectful now.
shield girl, shield gal?
or the armored guy.
Butt pilot.
But pilot.
There you go.
Yeah. But yeah, so far I think the best team, at least for me, are still the base team that you get the first game, and then like the lightning guys, because I feel like the laser one where you can still shoot the buildings.
I like that team a lot.
I hate it.
It works out for me
A lot.
a lot.
I just feel like
Hate it.
straight lines in buildings never work out. I always like
Because they
end up
fuck.
shooting my own buildings.
Well, I mean that's the thing. Like I tend to, if I plan on hitting my own buildings, I just use the shield guy to protect them.
Yeah. It also only has one thing of displacement, really, if you're using the shield, so it's kind of rough. But
Yeah,
I did beat the game once with that team.
it's a
So,
pretty good team.
yeah, I've been it a few more times since the last time we've talked, but I still haven't unlocked everybody, so I need to do that.
I actually just did.
Oh, you
I
just did?
unlocked my last team, which was the fire team.
The fire team.
Which
How is that team?
I have not used them at all. They don't seem appealing to me at all.
Oh.
Framing dragon.
The Framing Dragon.
Leopard, walk up to dragon. Harry Potter.
And the Ripper that walk up to dragon. It's a good name.
It's a pretty good name.
But yeah, I think that's most of all of what I've been playing. I think I've played a little bit of Rainbow Six, but like barely.
Just a splash.
Just a splash. A few minutes.
Just
A couple games.
just a
Tippy
tip.
Tash.
Yeah.
I
All
did
right.
play that once. It was there was a free weekend.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they've had those.
All right.
It is a fun game.
It is.
Fun fucking game.
Very overwhelming for
Yes.
someone to just hop
It
in
is
on a free weekend.
It is a huge.
Oh, yeah.
There is a fucking huge learning curve. Like
Yeah.
I think it's the steepest learning curve of any FPS I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So-
Although there
Yeah.
was one set of games where these guys that I was on a team with, they just came up with their own custom rules every game. So they'd be like, all right, we can only use our pistols on this one, guys. And it was just our team. The other team was doing whatever the fuck they wanted. And we won. We won like every round like that.
And do you know what's great? Pistols are actually really fucking good in that game.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, because they're good in real life.
it's because, okay, so headshots are an insta-kill no matter what gun you use. I think I've said this like a billion
Last week.
podcasts in a row. Yeah.
1,000.
But the thing also about pistols is that ADS on a pistol is super fast.
Yeah.
So, like, there are a lot of rifles where it takes some time to, like,
Yeah.
actually...
Which
you
is
know,
good. It makes sense.
And, like, with a pistol... Since you're... there's a frog in my throat, sorry. With a pistol, because, like, you're just... every shot you take is pretty much where the target is. Like, you don't have to really worry about recoil so much. So, if you're good at, like, your first shot and you kill them, a pistol's amazing.
Right.
So, yeah. I guess I could totally see you mowing down people with pistols.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I just used that as an example. I don't even remember what custom rules we were doing.
Yeah,
but
we do that.
everybody picked, this guy or whatever. I don't remember.
Yeah, me and my friends do that from time to time where we'll basically choose each other's operators. Where like, okay, I know you suck at this guy, so use this guy. Or
Yeah.
like, I know this guy sucks, so you use him. Or there'll be like melee only or shield guys only,
Right.
So it's like,
Yeah.
I like setting those rules too. They're fun.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Nice.
All right.
All right, Tony. What games have you been playing?
So I played, speaking of just the tip and smidgens, I played Nier for like 20 minutes. Although I did get some assistance in making it look really good on PC.
All right.
You mean like a mod?
Yeah. So I downloaded the, what is it? Like, there's an injector mod because this is actually a port to PC.
Yeah.
The game did not come out for PC originally, so
Fixes the cutscenes.
it fixes everything wrong with it graphically. It was like the second I downloaded this thing and opened the game, like I could just tell instantly just how it
The
moved
menus
and
and
everything.
everything?
Yeah,
I
it
was just
wasn't
like,
right.
damn, this is how the game is supposed to play.
It's almost like people do shitty ports.
Yeah, specifically Square.
Yeah.
Square is really shitty
Okay,
at porting to PC.
I want to say Square is known for releasing really bad ports, but then they tend to try and
They try to fix it.
fix them after it. Nier, I think, is actually the only recent example of a port where they actually did not really
Yeah, they did.
fix anything post-release.
I had to get a third-party mod to fix it.
Yeah.
But it
And-
actually works on any Steam game and non-Steam games.
What god mod is this?
I forgot what it's called.
Great.
Your brother actually pointed it
It's actually very...
It's called the NVIDIA graphics drivers for his video card.
No, it starts with an S.
It's called getting a new graphics card.
I can't remember.
1080 Ti.
I'll have to look it up. I might have the chat history between your brother and me, potentially. But
What else do you play?
I played some Vermintide 2 as well.
What character?
You.
I'm playing the mage.
The fire-
Solana.
fire- mage.
Is it the FAR mod?
Yes.
Okay. So it does not start with an N. Or whatever
Yes,
you...
it
S.
does though. The FAR is a part of it. The actual like EXE is called something else. With,
Okay, cool.
with an S.
Cool.
But yeah, you can customize it to work for non-Steam games. Anyway, yeah, Vermintide 2. Playing the mage. I did another chapter of that. I didn't know that you could craft in that game. Or
Yeah. I mean, I would say for like your first run through of the game, it's not like essential. But like when you get to like the min-maxing kind of portion of the game, you're going to want to craft.
okay, yeah, I'm not anywhere near. I'm like level 4.
But it is fun kind of crafting random weapons to see like what you get and shit. So
It's also pretty cool that like every time you get a new staff, it's like kind of has a different fire ability.
Yeah, the one I got. So the previous one I had was this really slow range thing.
Like fireballs.
Yeah, and this new one I have is super rapid fire.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
You get more heat, obviously.
Oh yeah,
but,
yeah.
But I mean, it's just like
Did you know you can dissipate that heat?
no.
yeah,
Apparently, if you press R. Or
by
something.
reloading, basically you could dissipate the heat manually
But you take damage if it's like
a certain meter. Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, I actually killed myself
Yeah.
by making my heat go too much.
Yeah.
I just died.
I
Oh,
did
man.
that a lot.
You know the one boss guy that like picks you up and kind of chomps on you a little bit and then
Oh,
slams
yeah.
you into the ground a lot? He threw me off the level we were playing,
Nice.
which
Yeah.
was hilarious.
That's
I didn't
great.
know that could happen.
Yep. When the rat ogre first appeared in one of the levels I was playing, he just appeared, smacked me with his arm, and I flew off the map. Like, didn't even give me the possibility of like clinging on the side like
Right.
they usually do.
I was holding block too. Apparently that's not a blockable move.
Yeah, I was holding a grimoire and a tome, so
Yeah.
I lost both of those things permanently when I fell off the cliff. Feels bad.
Yeah, when you say permanently, is this like a you killed the cow king in the cow level kind of thing? Like you'll never be able to get it ever again, or
There
is
is
it
no
just
cow
like
level.
Just that run.
Just
that
for that,
run.
just for
Just
that
the
run.
run.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
But let's just say my teammates were not very happy with me, even though it was kind of like outside of my control when this guy came out of fucking nowhere and smacked me into oblivion.
Right.
Excuse me, you dropped all the grimoires and the tomes that you had.
Did the dwarf even have pockets to hold grimoires?
Just change them to his beard.
Yeah, there you go. The beard pocket.
So how are you liking Vermintide though?
I really like it. I'd want to play with actual friends.
Vermintide 2.
Not these fake friends.
Not these fake pugs that I've been playing with.
Well, I wouldn't call them fake pugs.
Well, I guess it is a real pug. It's just nobody I know
Yeah.
playing with me.
Well, we'll play together soon.
I just got to find that time somehow.
Cool.
All right. What else, Tony?
That's it. I tried launching Fortnite on Wednesday to play it, and the servers were down. So
So good.
yeah,
The one day.
like the one time I had a little bit of time to launch it, I'm like, I can't connect.
Well, Peter.
Yeah.
Well, as you guys know, I have only one stick of RAM currently working, so I'm running off of 8 gigs of RAM. I know you guys are telling me that RAM doesn't really affect gameplay, but
depends on the game, but yeah, it shouldn't
But
too
I
much.
definitely noticed my games kind of slowing down or kind of having like laggy issues when I'm playing Netflix or like a video on my second monitor.
Well, yeah.
Why are you
Sure.
playing
Said-
games? You're
we
trying to
said-
stream and play games at
Yeah,
the same
if you're
time?
gonna play a game, play the game. Then an 8 gigs will be fine.
Okay, so yeah, no, I was wondering like just how far I could kind of push 8 gigs of RAM, and it's not far. It's not far. It's not far.
For applications that are not games, you could go very far. You could
Oh,
open
yeah,
a ton
yeah,
of tabs
but-
in
Except for
Windows.
Chrome.
But most of the
You got like
applications.
three tabs open.
I actually switched
Fuck.
over to Firefox, which has been for the most part pretty good. But yeah, like I've been trying to play I've been trying to watch The Office while playing games, and it's not really been working out for me. I've been trying to marathon twice music videos. That has not really been working out for me either as I play video games.
Yeah.
But so yeah, a lot of FPSs this week, as kind of per usual. I got back into PUBG,
What FPS?
so I've been playing 3 FPSs.
Okay.
But the first one's PUBG,
Nice.
because my friends were like, "There's a new game mode called the War mode," and I was like, "Oh, what the fuck is that?" And then
Yeah.
it's like, "Oh, so basically typically up to three teams of 10-ish players will land on a very specific spot of the map, which is I think the old map only currently."
Yeah.
And you basically, it's a death match. So you'll parachute down. The parachuting mechanics themselves are way faster, so you'll land on the ground way faster. And the first team to reach a certain amount of points wins the game.
Yeah.
And when you die, you respawn in waves, kind of like in Battlefield.
It's like
I want to
it's
say.
like every 30 seconds. This is like a game mode that was actually in Arma.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense that it made its way to PUBG then.
PUBG is basically
But,
an armor mode, so
Yeah, so after playing a bunch of Fortnite this week and coming back, this is the first time I played PUBG in like a month, I want to say. PUBG does not feel good to play compared to Fortnite, dude. Like it just like everything feels like I'm moving through molasses. Nothing feels reliable in terms of movement, I guess I want to say. Like
Yeah.
running, crawling over stuff, jumping, like nothing feels like exactly how you want your character to move. Like it doesn't really feel very good. But the new game mode, I had to say, is decently fun. I was getting a little frustrated at first because I was just getting destroyed because like I was still getting used to the fact that like when you drop, you get one randomly spawned weapon and one randomly spawned sidearm. And I was constantly getting the VSS. Just constantly. Absolutely.
joke.
Like no like maybe it's good on the what was that map called?
Savage.
Yeah, on the Savage map it was
Codename
good.
Savage.
But like fucking dropping into a field with 20 other people that knew exactly where you dropped, like with the VSS.
M4s.
Yeah, with M4s, no bueno, dude. I was getting really pissed off to the point where I was like, I don't even want to play this fucking game anymore. My friend's like, "Oh no, we haven't played PUBG in so long. Stick around and play it more."
your friends talk like that too.
In
Yes.
that exact tone.
So there was a game where I landed on one of those really big 2-story buildings that have like those really wide balconies that kind of run along both sides. Like they're white buildings. There's 2 of them right next to each other in Pachinki. It has usually has roof access, and then like
Then they're in the sunken
yes,
city too.
yes,
There's
exactly.
One or two of those.
So I actually landed on there with a couple teammates, and we're like, yeah, let's take the roof. So we got on the roof. We actually killed everyone on the roof, and then ever since, like my teammates left, but at that point, like I was like, I'm never giving this roof back. So I basically went into the second floor, and whenever someone came downstairs or upstairs to try and kill me, I just fucking destroyed them. Like I don't know what it was. It almost felt like a horde mode, like I was playing Vermintide with guns.
Yeah.
But they just came running at me. I just mowed them down every time. It got to the point where they started tossing nades at me to get me out, but it didn't work because they're literally standing outside the building with nades primed, and they would get shot down by my fucking teammates.
Right.
So I ended up ending that game with like 14 kills or something like that. extremely high number. So like they're like, dude, Peter, how'd you get so many kills? It's like, you know how you guys left the building in the beginning of the game? It's like, yeah. I was like, I never left. So like, yeah, I mean, at a certain point they stopped coming to the building because I was literally just destroying them every time they came. So I had to like go to the roof and like take pot shots at people that were like out in the fields and shit. So like PUBG's still pretty fun. I like that they're introducing new game modes because they have to, basically, since they're competing with Fortnite directly. I do think it's kind of weird that you had to go into like the separate lobby system in order to access the new game mode. I guess that's just like kind of indicative of the design of their lobby system in that game,
which is fantastic.
Yeah. So
top notch.
Yeah.
Ghost War was like that too with the Ghost Recon Wildlands. To get into the multiplayer, you
really?
It like launches a separate game.
Jesus.
Lovely.
Kind of reminds me of when
Splinter
like,
Cell did that too.
I think Call of Duty
Wonderful.
Modern Warfare
Blacklist.
did that too. I remember having Call of Duty Modern Warfare and then Call of Duty Modern Warfare multiplayer as like two separate files.
Yep.
So yeah. But PUBG's still pretty fun. I think it just took me a while to get used to the shooting mechanics again, like leaning, aiming down sights, stuff that I never had to do in Fortnite. But yeah, not a bad game. I hope they continue to like update and support it, so you know, keep it interesting and varied. I think it's good to have both games available, just so like if I'm tired of Fortnite, I have something else to go back to. So yeah, been playing a little bit of PUBG. I played a ton of Fortnite this week. They released. I've been doing the battle pass, as you guys know. They just released the week 8 challenges, which I'm almost done with. I just need to open more chests, I think, at this point or something. I don't know, whatever. They added a new item called the Portafort, where basically when you throw it down, it basically creates an instant sniper tower looking thing made out of metal, which is like I thought pretty stupid, but it's actually kind of useful if you're in like a squad situation and if one of you pops it down when you're suddenly under fire. It's like pretty useful. But yeah, the game is still really fun.
What level is your battle pass?
It's currently 82.
Oh, so you've made enough V-Bucks to buy another one.
Yes.
But you spent
yes
more than you should have.
Yeah. I bought emotes.
Oh no.
And costumes. I actually spent more money on it. Okay, to be fair, I think total I spent $20 on that game. Which I think is like totally reasonable considering the amount of time I put into that game. So
But time is money.
Yeah.
So really you spent way more than $20.
But in terms of actual money dollars, god damn it, you're right. That would mean that I spent the most money on Dota 2. Actually, that makes sense because I did spend actual money on Dota. Oh god, I don't even want to talk about how much money I spent on Dota 2. Oh god.
Oh boy.
I used to buy compendiums.
I'm super susceptible to cosmetics. I just am. Like, I'm actually kind of proud of myself with Fortnite because I've only like bought two things. I bought one thing off the item shop where I actually ended up paying V-Bucks to get it, while like the emote I got from V-Bucks from the battle pass. So
Gotcha.
yeah, I'm trying to totally justify the money I spent on that game. It's like, it's $20.
I'm still rocking that vanilla skin.
It's a good skin.
I have the Twitch one.
In fact, I think the vanilla skin blends into your environment the best compared to every other skin, especially during the nighttime games.
I don't know, people use those like astronauts that have these like neon orange lights.
The Dark Voyager with the orange neon, you can see them from a mile away,
It's
dude.
so stupid.
Yeah, that's the one I don't like. The
like
skin
the
that I'm
jumpsuit.
using, the skin I'm using is the red and black motorcyclist. I don't know if you've seen it very often because it's not very it's like pretty subtle, which I enjoy. So none of that neon shit for me. Yeah, Fortnite's a really good game. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I think the game modes are like all the new game modes they introduced are fun. I'm looking forward to 50v50. It's been good. I think the support they do for it makes sense. They're constantly doing balance changes. I think it makes a lot of sense the amount of support they're giving it, considering their explosive popularity. So it's good. And the more updates they put into Fortnite, the more PUBG is going to be like kind of expected to also add shit to their game as well. So I'm just wondering how long this kind of popularity wave will last. Just because, for a long time, people were thinking PUBG was the next big fucking thing that will last forever. And then even like less than a year later, Fortnite kind of steals that thunder from them.
Trash.
So, yeah. Other game I played this week was actually, Rainbow Six Siege. I already talked about it. Been playing that game a shit ton. I've been playing a little more ranked. I'm currently gold 3. And like in most
place?
gold 2. So I deranked once.
Womp
That game is
womp.
fucking hard, man. Like I'm still trying to learn the maps, because like I'll constantly be like, or there are a lot of situations where I'll be like one of the few left alive, and then my teammates will be like, they're in this room. I'm like, I do not know where that room is. And they're like, if you look forward and a little to the left, that room over there is like,
And then you get shot in the middle.
I instantly die. So yeah, I don't know, it's just really fun. I'm like, I keep telling myself, oh, I'm maining this operator, and then I try another operator, I'm like, oh god, this guy is actually really fun too. So like, it's a good time. And even though I don't know the maps that well, it's like still really exhilarating and like really rewarding when you get like kills off, or if you get the clutch off. And even when you die, like you don't die for too long. Like each round lasts 3 minutes, I want to say. So like, you're not like out of the action for too long. And even when you're dead, you can still help out your teammates by being on cameras and stuff and calling stuff out for them.
Right.
It's a good game. But I'm still learning a lot. And I am realizing though that the more I solo queue, there's a shit ton of toxic people in that community. But like, I guess that's every online game ever.
Yep.
So, and like it's pretty cool that you kind of like, they'll have like little notifications in the top left corner that aren't like super obvious. It's like X has been banned for cheating, like, and that's just across all servers, you know, or just like that's just like a server wide or a game wide notification. So it's like X has been banned for toxic behavior. So it's cool that like people are actually getting banned for sucking or being shitty people. So
For sucking.
no, not for sucking. Not for sucking.
For
Because
sucking
Can't
at
be banned
life.
for that.
if you got banned for sucking, then I would not be able to play that game for very long. So, but yeah, that game's really fun. They just reached 30 million players, which is cool because they're like continuing to support the game. Like this is their 3rd year out. That game came out in 2015, which is kind of crazy to me. And I just got into it like 2 months ago, something like that. So yeah, it's been good. I want to play more of that. I want to play more of that with you guys when we have the chance. So, but I do need to fix this RAM issue, and unfortunately, in order for me to get new RAM, I need to send in my current RAM, which includes my working stick of RAM. So as soon as I send in my RAM sticks, I will be unable to use my
It
computer
will not
at
even
all.
boot. Yeah.
Yeah, I will not be able to use my computer at all. So, which sucks. Yeah, but that's pretty much what I played this week.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
I have a question before we part.
Yeah.
What's the question?
What is the difference between a snack and a meal? Where do you draw the line?
I think a snack isn't supposed to fill you up. Like you continue eat, like you choose to eat a specific portion of food that you know is not going to tide you or like
That will tide you over until the meal.
yeah, I guess.
But that's what a meal does. It ties you over till the next meal.
For me it's specifically like
For me,
portion
that doesn't.
size. For me it's specifically portion size.
It's specifically portion size.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say that there's no difference.
Because like popcorn,
Between snack and a meal.
Yeah.
you could eat like a shit ton of popcorn and it's still snack. You just ate a lot of it.
And then it's a meal. Honestly, I think anytime you eat, technically it's a meal.
Right.
It's just like a
Like a mini meal versus a meal.
well,
Big
yeah,
meal?
because like some people might say,
A
"Oh,
meal.
I eat 5 meals a day," and really that just means they eat, a few meals and a couple snacks a day, which to them are meals.
I just thought it meant they ate like 5 meals, but each of them are just like
I think
Slightly smaller.
even if you eat a shit ton of popcorn, you can consider that a meal because it's like I just had a meal
That's what you're
of
saying.
popcorn.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So you're saying popcorn is a meal?
It can be depending on how much popcorn you
a
eat.
snack is a small meal.
Crackers could be a
You
meal.
could say it's
Yes.
cornmeal.
A snack is a
Chips?
Hey, man, snack is a small meal.
You eat like a giant bag of chips, that was a meal?
Yeah.
Well, a giant bag of chips. I mean, that's a full meal.
I
at
mean,
that
hey,
point.
I'm asking you guys what your thing is.
Yeah, I mean that for me it would just literally be portion size. So like even if I had like a steak, but it was like a really tiny one, that could be a snack.
Yeah, but there are meals that are like pretty small portion size too that
I guess it's more
you
like
wouldn't consider a snack.
that's true. I think it's more like based on your own personal portions. Like
Yeah.
for one person it might be a snack. Like one person a whole pizza might be a snack, but for me it would be enough for multiple meals.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for me it's like upbringing, I think. Like when I think of a meal, I think of like steak and potatoes.
Right.
For a snack, I would say a handful of chips or
or
crackers.
just the potatoes.
No.
No, like a baked
My
potato
upbringing
as
like I
a
said,
snack.
A snack?
Hey man,
A snack's just this one
I'm
thing.
not judging.
But I do have to admit though that I think certain foods are more catered towards certain things.
Yeah, like you don't associate a steak with a snack.
like a granola bar would not be
Right, like
considered
could a steak be a snack?
Technically,
yes.
but
Like,
steak
oh,
bites.
but typically you're just like that's not a snack food.
Right, it's
Yeah.
not a snack food.
Yeah. So like chips, you would consider a snack. But
Yeah.
like,
But
know,
if you eat enough of them, then it's a meal.
yeah.
Technically.
How many potatoes worth of chips would you have to eat?
I don't know. Say you bought one of
One.
those like party-sized bags of like cheddar and sour cream Ruffles, and you ate the entire.
That's
thing
probably
in one
barely
sitting.
one
That's
potato.
probably more meals. What, a bag of chips?
Like
I'll say like 2 or 3
a
potatoes.
party
Yeah.
bag, maybe 2 potatoes.
Yeah, I mean,
They are so thin.
they're pretty thin,
It's
and
mostly
there's a lot of air.
Yeah.
well,
But
yeah, but
still,
when
that
they fry
bag
them,
is a
they
lot
shrink.
of calories.
I actually have no idea. That's a good question.
And it's just
What,
starch and
the
salt.
calories in a chip bag?
No, like the amount of potatoes it would need to like fill up a bag of chips.
It's
I think
probably not that
specifically
much.
Lay's is probably the least number of potatoes, but something like Ruffles, you probably get more potatoes per bag.
Is Ruffles the ridged one?
Yeah.
Ruffles have ridges.
What about fries?
Fries?
Like hot fries? Those aren't.
No,
That's-
no. Sorry, I was thinking like McDonald's French fries.
Like
Oh.
one
those are- it's not like
container
actual-
of fries is probably like half a potato.
Are they even real potato,
Oh,
or is
no.
it just like potato starch?
I actually don't know. They could totally be like reformed potato
pretty
meal
sure-
into fries.
Pretty sure
Yeah.
they're not actually from a potato.
Okay, I'm
But
gonna say-
sometimes the ends of the fries have the skin part. So.
That's
like,
just
think
their way
about
of
what you get.
convincing you.
Think about
Yeah.
the fries you get at In-N-Out, right? I think that's like 2 whole potatoes.
It's CGI.
No, it's probably like one,
it's
one
like
and a half.
lasered on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1.5.
Wait,
2.
so wait,
1.5. 2.
where do we come off with meal versus snack?
Well, I don't know. It was just a
That
question
seems
I
like
just
a matter of preference.
wanted to push onto you.
Yeah, I would
let
say
you
like
think about it.
I agree with Tony. That's kind of like personal upbringing, what you've kind of been raised with.
Yeah.
So
I've heard from other people that I've talked to about this that it's the intention behind.
Yeah, there you go.
The
so like,
action.
like your whole pizza, you tend to eat that as a snack, and you have a meal later.
I'd be
Yeah.
impressed, but yeah.
I've heard intention is a key factor. I've also heard that time of day makes a difference.
yeah, that makes sense too. Like
Which I
like a
don't
time that you set
really
aside.
agree with that.
But then there's
I think
fourth meal.
that goes more into like the cultural aspect
Right.
of what's considered a meal.
Yeah,
Sure.
is fourth meal a snack or a meal?
I'm just gonna say that everything you eat is a meal. It's just we call certain ones snacks, and we call certain ones breakfast,
A
lunch,
snack
and dinner.
is like a mini meal.
I actually just googled
Intended.
meal and it says like it's like a large like amount of food, like a reasonably large amount of food is what it says.
That's what it said.
Yeah, like it's like it has like a lot of context to it too. Though it says any other regular occasions in a day when a reasonable large amount of food is eaten, such as breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Oh, so it's a time of day actually.
I mean, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, that whole 3 square meal thing, it's nonsense.
Yeah.
According to Wikipedia, a meal is an eating occasion that takes place at a certain time and includes prepared food. So I guess a meal is like not the food itself.
No.
According to like the strict
It's the
definition
action.
of it's the action
Yeah,
of
the
it.
action of eating it at a certain time of day.
Yeah. Huh.
So snack is
Everything
anything
is a
that's-
meal.
Anything that's not one of those.
Now everything is a snack.
Yeah.
Yes.
Except for
but
those.
snacks are also meals.
Well,
Nope. Technically not.
Everything's
The
a meal.
technical definition of a snack is a small amount of food eaten between meals.
So there you go. Snacks are not meals. They're in betweens.
Interesting.
all right.
Well-
That answers that, I
That
think.
is our
Yeah.
meal.
If we
Versus snack
if we agree with
caucus.
the definition as given to us by dictionary.com/Wikipedia,
They're all the same thing.
Yeah.
There you go.
there are no meals.
And we are the meal.
Everything's a sandwich.
And the snack.
All right, I think that's enough salt for us today. Thank you so much for listening. We'll be here next week. Thank you so much for joining us, Jake.
See ya.
Yep. Thanks again.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, we'll see you around.